Hello, and welcome everybody to another Creatures and Corridors live stream. We are back. I know you've been waiting for it. It's good to be back. And just a quick heads up, there is some storms in our area where we live, so if you hear any large, weird audio disturbances, that's what that is. And hopefully nobody cuts out due to power issues, but just a quick warning. But yeah, so we're gonna be playing some Star Wars 5e today. Back to our normal campaign, and once again, just if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. We got all our videos up on YouTube, and I actually mean it this time. Unlike the last couple of times I said it, we got behind a couple weeks, but you know what? They're up now, so go check them out. We've got the past few episodes all got uploaded yesterday.
We're actually behind one episode.
Oh yeah, we're still missing last session, but it'll be up soon. Don't worry. And yeah, if you haven't already, throw us a like. Let us know what you think in the comments. Subscribe. We really appreciate it. And without further ado, unless anybody has anything else they want to add, we're gonna get going. Oh yeah, Sammy's missing again this week, but don't worry, he'll be back. Just throwing that out there. Don't worry, he'll be back. It's just temporary thing, but yeah, he should be back come September, so probably by the next one.
We love you, Sammy.
Yeah, we miss you, Sammy. All right, without further ado, when last we left our heroes, they arrived on the Colomex orbital station, known by many as the Wheel. Their first foray took them into the Neon District, a morally dubious segment of the Wheel where travelers come from all across the galaxy to engage in debauchery. They soon began meeting some important local figures like Akoma, a Force-sensitive Keldorian, and Huck, a Celadorian Eclipse weapons dealer. When they returned to the ship, they discovered they had a stowaway in the form of a gelatinous blob on the underside of the Endolin. Without hesitation, they dealt with it in, well, the only way they know how. But as the battle came to a close, Vrain snatched the live embryo from its protective casing so they could study it further. Will the heroes make a valuable discovery? What secrets does this strange entity hold? What other new adventures await them on the Wheel? Find out right now on Star Wars 5e, a new campaign.
It's a map, it's a map, it's a map.
Big zoom out. Of course, last time we were on the ship. That's don't know if it matters at all. But
Oh yeah, we can jump over to the ship.
Oh, what's it called? Yes, as I run up, I put the squid-like baby, I guess. Hey, roll 20 to stop freaking out for a split second. Okay. Yeah, I'll put the go ahead and grab the baby, move my character token to the med bay, and go ahead and put it inside our bioliquid so that we can, so I can begin studying it.
Dissecting.
No, you dissect dead things. It's still alive right now.
You can dissect live things, but
That's
should
True.
you?
That's true.
It's
You
not
know,
really
Dozak raises a fair point.
Vrain, did you want to seal it in the bed, or are you going to study it right now?
Well, you had better be sealing that thing right.
Seal might be a bit much, but yeah, I'm gonna put it in the bed, seal it up, make sure that get it on some type of life support system or anything like that. Definitely closing like the medbay door behind me.
Yeah, I'm guarding the door.
You place it down into the Bacta liquid that fills the biobed, and it doesn't seem to react positively or negatively to the fluid, but whenever you close the bed, the readout says that life signs are stable. So according to the biobed, it seems to be accepting the conditions that it's been put into. Fulgor, as you're actually walking through the lounge area on your way to follow Vrain, you hear a ping go off on your communications.
Aw, snap. Here we go again. Flip. To flip the switch for the communications.
Whenever the switch, whenever you flip it, you hear a kind of gruff male voice say, "Attention, Endelin, please report to the loading, or excuse me, please report to the docking bay for questioning. This is the wheel security."
Oh Lord.
On our way. And I'll let.
Did I hear that?
Well,
I was gonna inform you guys.
yeah, I was like, it doesn't, by default, it doesn't come over the PA system. But.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got about 2 comms locations. One in the cockpit, one right here in the lounge.
Well, I mean,
But
they're
basically
already
our
over
2
here,
comms.
so I was just gonna.
Yeah. Just for posterity.
Security wants to speak with us about the events that just transpired. And
I'm sure they
opening the
do.
cargo bay. And I open the cargo bay.
As the ramp of the cargo bay descends, you see that there's quite a crowd that's gathered around the outside of the Endelin. It's a hodgepodge of dock workers, wheel security, and there's even a parked police cruiser ship nearby. And there's a pretty big crowd of onlookers that are all kind of murmuring amongst each other, and the wheel security are kind of like trying to keep people back, like give them some space, form a perimeter. And this tall, blonde, kind of square-jawed looking military type comes over, and who's outside right now? Just Fulgor?
I would have stepped
think-
out too.
I was gonna say, I'll
think
I'll
all
be
of them.
I would've
probably
stepped out with
there.
him.
Yeah.
Okay, so like everyone except Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rain's probably still in the med bay, right?
He's got to quickly do his
Yeah.
science thing before they make us give him the body.
Yeah, you can delete the little green blobs on there if you want. Maybe not.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, what
Unless
race?
they come alive!
What race is this tall military type?
He's human. Oh god.
Oof.
He's human and he distorts the world.
Kono Dioda!
He puts out so much pressure.
I reject my humanity.
I'm half human, half Galactus. My bad.
So he walks up, and he's wearing like combat armor, and he's got a blaster rifle on his holding it, and he walks up and he says, "Who's the captain of this ship?"
Depends on the day, honestly, but you're looking at one of them right here to my left. And I'm gonna point at Bloodline.
Why is there an audience around my ship?
Oops.
No, well, I guess Dozek's dead. Sorry.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say,
Continue distorting the world.
I
Just to make a point.
frightening liminal state of being, not quite dead, not quite alive.
I just gave him attitude. He just blips you out of existence. Like, why do you work here?
I just imagine the Dragon Ball Z abridged instant transmission.
Okay. Oh boy, we're silly today. He looks over at Bloodline, and he's like, "Son, do you realize it's a crime to discharge a blaster in an area with civilians?"
I take out my my little camp Tona that's like wallet size, and I start fiddling through my credits, and I'm like, all right, well, how much do I have to pay you to just fuck off?
I don't think you realize the severity that you're in right now. You have endangered innocent lives. A stray shot could have detonated fuel cells and caused a chain reaction that could have blown up the entire spaceport. And you're trying to buy me off with a couple of measly credits?
So you can be bought, is what you're saying.
Is there anything on his suit that says his name or anything?
Yeah, he's got his the military where it has their last name. His name is Olsen.
Olsen?
Olsen.
I'm like, look, sorry, new to the wheel. I don't think that this is the area you heard the blaster fire from, because I like have this big chunk of metal I swing around, and he has some weird fucking kinetic energy swords, and then you have like this guy who is stabbing it with his knife. As you can see, not the blasters you're looking for. Sorry.
Trying to decide when the persuasion check needs to go down. He says, "Well, regardless, I received a report that there was a commotion." And he kind of like, he looks over his shoulder, and you see the dock worker that had initially told you about the thing on the bottom of your ship, and he's like, lives were in danger, so we came looking. Now, just listen, we're not.
Yep, Russell cut out.
Well.
Oh, he got hit by lightning.
Yep. Struck the house.
Now he's gonna dump all this lore dump on us.
He is. He's gonna give us a ride.
He's like halfway through his speech right now.
He's giving
like,
us.
here's the main plot. The big bad evil guy.
No,
Right, he's
We're
got like a
getting-
few paragraphs written for this whole thing.
We're getting like Osmo's historical detailed accounts about how his grandfather served the wheel and his father served the wheel before him.
My great granddaddy negotiated with Palpatine himself.
Yeah. He gave the wheel sanctuary a right to be a free nation under the Empire.
Lord.
Vader came to my birthday.
My grandpappy served in Yavin.
My uncle was on the Death Star when it blew up.
Yeah.
Oh,
My Uncle Roger was on the Eradicator. He's the one who said we should keep the hole in it.
Dang, Russell gone for a long time.
yeah.
And
Apologies, viewers. He will be back momentarily.
We
Did you message him?
Definitely hope so.
I'll text him.
I mean, he usually is back pretty quick.
Yeah, this is taking him a little longer than it usually does, so I think he actually did lose some power.
I feel like he would have messaged us already, though.
Well, I mean, he usually messages us on Discord.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Let's make sure we tag him in the chat real quick.
Oh, now he's
There you go.
Fun!
Hey.
Now the whole-
Okay.
Now we're all
literally
about to shift on the. Actually, Russ is the only one that actually shifted on the thing. It's funny enough.
Yeah.
Well, that
is
makes sense
cool.
because it's always everyone because it's only me six that it affected. That's funny.
Oh man.
Internet
So,
died.
when
Yep.
do you think we're gonna get paid for the whole multi-node thing? Probably not for like another
Eventually.
few more months, right?
I think
It would be
was-
really convenient if that first payment came in right now while we're at the wheel.
It was actually
Yeah.
monthly,
We'd
and
have-
I think we need another 2 weeks till next payment.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
That sounds about right. We have to go pick it up too.
So in 2 weeks' time,
Yeah,
if we
there's no money
manage to
transfer.
not completely annihilate the wheel, hopefully it's still here 2 weeks from now.
I mean, that's wishful thinking.
Hey man, you know, I'm trying to stay optimistic. I'm really hoping we get both of these really interesting story arcs started. I'm hoping we get a lot more info. But yeah, it's wishful thinking. Knowing our luck, we're probably gonna blow this whole thing to smithereens in a few days.
I'm not saying it's our fault, but everywhere we go seems to be death and destruction.
Multi-node's
it would
lucky he's
definitely
alive.
be our fault, but it wouldn't be intentionally our fault.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have killed multi-node had we not known his wife is sick.
Why?
Because he was like basically oppressing those people. But then we realized he was beneficial, so we kept him.
True.
Was he?
Yeah.
But it was
there-
also me kind of like, hey, no, don't kill him. His wife's sick.
Yeah, well, like, everyone else just kind of did what he said because he was rich.
True.
Yeah. It is what it is. He probably hates us right now though, so We're gonna go back and he's gonna be like, "Here's your 500. Get out of here."
Or does he
And we're like,
actually
"Ooh."
love us because his wife is still alive thanks to us?
We exploited 2.5 million
yeah.
credits out of him just so he could save his wife.
I mean,
That's-
small
He's a
price
space
to
billionaire.
pay.
He's probably exploited entire star systems.
Yeah.
and we
Not
just
not
exploited
according
him
to
for a
his
little bit.
not according to his alignment chart.
All he did was raise taxes to pay for us. That's all he did. It cost him
Probably.
nothing.
He probably made a New Republic tax write-off.
Ooh, Russell joined Roll
Oh,
20.
definitely.
We have no idea what it costs. We're gonna go back and like it's all gonna be good, just like desolate. Like New Republic's gonna come and like, you weren't able to play your taxes. You lost everything. The whole thing. The whole
How
thing is gonna be.
annoying would it be if the frickin' those guys got to the planet and then destroyed everything?
I see Russell lighting up, but I don't hear him.
Yeah, I see him light him up, but I don't hear him either.
Bueller.
Russell
Maybe
says,
we should give him a
Bueller.
call. We should probably-
Bueller.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Wait,
oh, I can
Yeah.
I can hear you.
He's back.
We good?
Okay,
But,
so
like,
you're,
as
soon
you're
as-
gonna have to go back and restart that whole
Yeah,
monologue.
as soon
Olsen
as
was
you
about to
start
give
talking.
Yeah, it's always like right when I say something important, it's like gone.
Exactly. Oh man,
I was playing around with I was playing around with dematerializing players too much, and it happened to me.
Reverse Uno card.
yeah.
Okay, sorry about that, everyone. So, as Olsen was trying to say, listen, son, we had reports of some dangerous activity, and he like looks over his shoulder to the dock worker that had initially informed you guys about the passenger on the bottom of your ship, and he says, we're just trying to gather information and contain the situation. We're not looking to haul anyone off to the brig. We just want to know what happened.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Dozek's gonna
There was
put
a-
his hands up and kind of like get between him and Bloodline because Bloodline's getting a little heated again, so I gotta play mediator.
Oh, I'm not
Like-
mad. I was just giving him the information he didn't have because he didn't have any correct information.
Well, you
Well,
seem
Bun-
to have left out a very important detail, the fact that it was our lives that were put in danger, and we only took the actions necessary to defend ourselves, officer.
Technically, we saved everybody here by getting rid of this problem, so really you should be thanking us for doing your job.
Dozek
He-
is just like visibly.
He raises he raises an eyebrow and says, defend yourselves from what exactly?
What they're meaning to say is that I've been having a long-standing battle with alcohol, and there was never any combat that happened at all. And we're going to actually pack ourselves up and leave soon after we enjoy a few of the gladiator games, because there was no hustle, there was no fussle, there was no fumble. We simply went and got tea and came back, and that was our day.
Make a deception check.
Not terrible.
13.
Oof.
Do it.
He gives you a look of, doubt, but doesn't openly say anything.
You
to-
can ask Mark and Terry about me. They're one of the reasons I came to the wheel anyway.
He says, in the future, and he looks at you very seriously. Says, in the future, if there's anything dangerous, call us. We'll come.
Oh, I believe it. You guys always come.
The only
You have my
danger
word.
here is the prices you guys charge for everything.
Shut the fuck up, Fulgore. Go get on the ship.
You'll have to get with customs about that. Speaking of which, and he looks over and he sees your friend, the calamari, Mon Calamari guy that greeted you when you first arrived, and he says, "Bill them for the cleanup on this." And he looks over at like some of the dock workers, and he says, "You lot, start cleaning the bottom of their ship and dispose of any of the remnants of whatever the hell that was."
It was a space bugger. Sorry.
Man, I really wish I had prestidigitation right now. I could just be like, don't worry about this.
Yeah, and let everyone know you have the voice. That would have been great.
I mean, if
Instant
there's one,
target on
if
our
there
back.
is one single thing Dozak does well, it's when he knows there is a trap, he loves to spring the trap.
Anyways, I'm glad Goldgrave was able to deter the situation.
Fantastic job, Goldgrave.
Olsen, like he turns around to leave, and and then he does like a double take, and he looks back at you, and he like stares at each one of your faces for like a good beat.
Remember,
and then turns around
ask
to leave.
Perry about me. We're like this.
I cover my face with my cloak when he tries to stare at me real hard. I'm like, they can't recognize me when I do this.
It's with the sky.
Or just
And he turns around and he's like, "Okay, disperse this crowd. We've had enough fun for the day. Save all the you can save your excitement for the arena." Everybody's kind of rumbling and starting to go back to what they were doing, and you see he's still kind of like talking to some of the officers. He hasn't left yet, but they're kind of like dispersing the situation, and he's talking to the other cops, and
I grab Dozak and Fulgor by the sleeves, and I pull them back up the ramp.
You can't hold my hand or what?
Yeah, I am. And I kind of like grabbed it. I'm like, no talking to cops. It's not what we do.
Weren't you talking to a cop? Like, when we
Yeah,
got
it's
here?
called manipulating and playing to your outs. You have to at least have someone on the inside that somewhat can vouch for you. That way you can play that card later. You don't give them any information. There wasn't a fucking fight. There wasn't anything. If anything, that was a shit Fulgor took. No one knows what that looks like. No one's even seen his race before.
just
It's like I'm walking around with pirate toddlers.
you make a solid point, but you also need to realize he was trying to get inside of here. I was merely trying to make sure there was a peaceful solution where he leaves
Let's
and we
just
can go
let
about
him
our
know
day.
there's a reason for an open investigation on what could have been a sentient alien being we just fucking murdered. Good job.
There was about to be an open investigation to that man's throat if he didn't calm down, because he was definitely irritating you. I merely diffused the situation.
I wasn't bothered until you guys started giving him too much information. No, he even opened up the conversation with false information. No one ever even fired a blaster. Listinger's been over fucking Brain's shoulder the whole fight.
Let's be real. If there's any trouble on the wheel, we know it's going to be coming for us.
That's why we should.
Chances are it's probably caused by us.
I just want to make my money and leave. That's it. That's it. We're here to get our parts, get our information, and be out. And then besides, we have 2 weeks till we get paid by Multinode. Let's not die before that.
I just hope we still leave this place intact in 2 weeks.
What happens, happens.
You make me want to drink. And I'm gonna head to the med bay.
You put the words right into my mouth.
Not the only thing.
What's that? You want to go to the bar?
Save that for later.
I'm down, dude. Let's go to the bar right now.
I already left.
Bro, it's like 8 a.m.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the next morning, right? I
Yeah,
believe
this is the next
everybody came
morning.
back,
Yeah.
slept, and then we're in the morning now. Okay, cool.
I think we had like just woken up.
Yes. Yeah, y'all were literally like getting ready for the day when that guy was like, you might want to take a look at this.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Good. So Bloodline, you walk in, and Vrain is kind of like he's staring at the creature in the glass, and he has kind of this like almost like hypnotized look on his face. He's just like kind of transfixed by the beauty or terror of this creature.
What's it look like? Because I didn't actually get to look at it.
So now that you actually get a better look at it, it looks like a small squid. Looks like a little baby squid, and
Is it like translucent or?
yes, you can see like its organs and stuff. Like it's semi transparent skin. I guess that's what translucent is.
While they were
but you
gone,
can see like organs and stuff moving around inside it.
Yeah, does he
while
get
they
a
were
couple
gone, the
minutes?
first thing I was checking for was pheromones, because originally it was getting off pheromones inside of its egg, if you will.
Mhm.
So the first thing I was going to double check is if it's still giving off those same type of pheromones, and which means my mask is still on.
You can roll either a medicine or a technology check.
Take a wild gander.
Shoot.
Good lord. So using the systems of the biobed, you analyze the creature's status, I guess. What it's currently, like what processes it's currently undergoing, and this creature does not seem to be giving off pheromones. It seemed like, or I mean, you can only guess. I mean, you're not sure, but the casing on the outside, that was an effect of the cocoon, I guess you could say that it was in. But you do learn that this creature is growing, and with it out of its protective shell, it seems to be accelerating its growth.
Do you say that to us, or are you just kind of like?
No, that's
You walk in, and
this
he's
is
just
all.
like, beep, boop, beep, boop.
Yeah, this is all on Drain right now.
This is kind of while you guys were
Oh, this is
talking
while
and-
we were out. Okay.
yeah, I'm just
Well, I was
Started
trying to
talking.
teach the criminals how to not be narcs. Okay.
don't tell me they were talking to the police.
No, I stopped them.
Rookies. Okay. Did you happen to grab any of the leftovers from the eggshell?
No, there's too many cops out there, and they're way too curious about it.
Not to mention the crowd of people.
We could probably get it from the garbage, though. Unless they put it in the incinerator. No
That's right.
distinction.
Dozak's really weirded out by it, so he's staying out here and just like keeping an eye on the door and listening for them. But he is gonna poke his head in.
Oh, by the way,
until-
I'm sorry. I would have lifted
Go
the
ahead.
ramp when we were coming in. That's all I wanted to say. The ramp's up.
Okay.
So Dozak's gonna poke his head and he's gonna get Rain's attention and look at him straight and tell him, you know, I'm pretty sure this goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyways. If that thing leaves this med bay and I see it, I'm murdering it. And then he just walks out.
kill it with fire.
Yeah,
do you need some of that?
Dozak is just super unsettled by it. Just absolutely like cannot even stand to be around it.
Do you need some of the
Oh.
egg sac brain?
Dozak, on your way out, can you check to see when our ship's gonna be ready?
Sure thing.
It should be ready sometime today.
Come on over here and
Brain, do you need some of that egg sac for your investigation here? Whatever it is you're doing.
To be perfectly honest, I have no idea, but certainly couldn't hurt. If we could get some of the gel or the liquid that encompassed it, perhaps it's probably just amniotic gel of some kind, but we should. I'd rather know for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna get something like I can store it in, and then
Here's a med vial.
there you go, perfect. Now take that. I'll go up to the cargo bay. I'm going to cast Force Camouflage, which is invisibility, and then I will go out there and I will get some samples.
How are you getting out there? Are you opening the cargo door?
Yes.
I opened the cargo door.
Dozak just opened it.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna go outside. Okay, so
Open it like 5 feet or so.
Dozak and Fulgor are gonna go outside.
But I am invisible.
Yes.
I still know you're there though.
You can sense the tremor sense.
Yeah. It's like I know your footsteps.
You just need to give yourself a 1-inch hovering speed, and you can't sense you.
Where's levitate? Oh, and I can't because that's concentration.
Oh, you gotta
just
get
need
some
to
food.
get a. Yeah, you just gotta get one of those cloaking devices.
Well, I
Okay,
do
so-
want that cybernetic enhancement, but it is advanced, so yeah.
So Dozak, when you walk outside, most of the crowd is dispersed at this point, but there are still a couple of wheel security that are kind of holding a perimeter around your ship, and you hear the sound of a power washer as they're cleaning off the side of your ship from the goop.
Oh, power watching. So they're detailing this thing. Yeah, that makes sense. They're about to bill us for it, so they're probably gonna do the best job they can. So I'm
And
gonna
then
walk out, and then you said there was a like a Mon Calamari who's kind of in charge of it.
Yeah, he was the. Oh, that's right. You weren't there for that session. Yeah, he's like the customs agent that
Okay.
whenever you guys first landed, he inspected your ship.
Okay, so he's the customs. Is there like a quartermaster, or is he serving as the same function?
There is a like dock worker foreman.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Like a
Yeah.
like a foreman. So I'll find the. I'm gonna go find the foreman.
Okay, so actually, both of those people and the captain Olson, all three of those guys are like kind of standing together, talking to one another.
Okay, I'm gonna approach them slowly with my hands like slightly raised, just to show I'm not like trying to be threatening or anything. Are you threatening me?
Olson gives you a very disapproving look, and so does the Mon Calamari when you approach. The third guy is a Bith, which those are the
okay.
alien, the like Bith are the the guys with the big foreheads and the
Yeah.
like dark eyes. Okay, yeah. So the foreman is he's a Bith.
Okay.
The
So I'll
comms
just
like-
I'm just gonna give him a quick nod and say, Captain Co-Captain harassed me a little bit. Just wanted me to come see if we got a timeline for when we'll be done.
The Bith guy said he kind of like does the. It's like, well, shouldn't be too much longer now.
I figured so. I was hoping it would be sometime today. Sorry to bother you. Thank you very much.
Good.
And I'll get back onto the ship, or at least back onto the cargo ramp, and just through the communicator be like, they're saying sometime today. You were right.
And as you're like walking back towards the ship, you can feel Fulgor emerging,
Walking out.
but you don't see him.
Yeah. So he kind of does like a, and just keeps going.
All right, so Fulgor, when you come down, you see the same thing. Everyone's kind of dispersing. They're holding a perimeter, kind of keeping people away from your ship. And then when you head towards the area where the goop was attached to your ship, you see a couple of dock workers. They're human and Aqualish. There's 4 of them, and they've got like a power washer, and they're like cleaning off the side of the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to get any samples I can that haven't been power washed.
Make a stealth check.
I guess advantage since I'm invisible.
Mm-hmm.
They just hose you down.
Oof.
So you lean in to try to get close, and as you kind of get to the area where they're at, suddenly you get pelted with water, and they see kind of the outline of your frame.
Snap.
And they're
Run,
just like,
Fulgor.
what? And they look at each other, and they're just like, did you see that? And he's like, yeah, it looks like there's a A ghost.
I am the ghost of this egg sack. I'm gonna try to get my samples and go.
Make a performance check.
Not persuasion or deception. Where is performance? There it is. Do I get advantage because they're scared? Oh shit! Natural 20.
Ghost. It's the hood, Anthony. I'm telling you.
You like distort your voice, and they're like terrified, and they just immediately drop their thing and run. And the three, the foreman, all three of the other guys Connor was talking to, all just look at them, just like, what the fuck is going on? And the Beth starts like chasing after them, like, wait, come back, you're not done.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna try to like quickly get these samples now and get back on the ship.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
That was awesome.
So while they're out and about, I'm gonna turn to Brennan.
Oh yeah, back in
Sorry
the
about bringing. Sorry about bringing a super, random, if you will, alien race upon your ship. Crap happens.
Yeah. Don't let it like control your mind or whatever. I figure we could just sell it at some point, if anything.
That. Well.
That's a very dangerous idea, even for Boldgrave.
What's it called? We'll eventually probably have to kill it, but I want to get as much information as possible.
Yeah. Just don't think I'm just gonna be your yes man. You may be a genius, but everyone needs a boss.
I don't expect you to be my yes man.
All right. I just leave.
Well, I'll turn back to the little squid-like entity.
It looks like it's resting. Looks like it's sleeping.
I look at it, I'm just like, man, I really need to find a way to get a DNA sample out of you.
Hold
I'm gonna-
monster.
Sure, you could get a DNA sample out of Boldgrave if you really wanted.
Boy.
As I walk by DeGretch, I don't know what his passive perception is, but like, I would have been like crying a little bit.
He hears it, but he doesn't react to it.
He's like, good. Cry like a bitch.
My passive perception is 21.
Yup. We're some perceptive boys here.
You probably would have noticed my eyes watering up and stuff. Anyways, I'm going to the cockpit to cry.
It's just like, hey Cap, and then you just like Okay, so Fulgor comes back in with the samples.
There you go, Vrain. Got those
Are you still
samples.
invisible?
No, I canceled it once. I canceled it once I closed the cargo bay.
Okay, you are soaking wet though.
Yes.
Oh, thank you for that. You should probably go dry off, though. Maybe take a shower?
Start shaking off like a dog.
Well, not in the bed. Whatever. I'm gonna
Make DeGretch clean it.
I'm gonna turn to one of the computer stations there, and see if we have the technology to I don't know, to just get like a chemical read.
Of the sample.
Yeah.
So you can get like a very basic readout, not like super in depth, but just kind of like basic material. But it does take some time to analyze. It does take about an hour for it to analyze it.
All right.
Wow.
I'll go ahead and submit it for analysis.
Put it in the little thing. It clicks in and kind of like whirs as it like the centrifuge. It's just like.
I'm going to take this opportunity to attune to my Cave of the Scholar, which I have yet to do because I passed out super early last time, and a little bit of action. And then, but while I'm attuning, I'm going to go plop next to. I'm not going to plop next to. I'm going to sit back here against the corner like an edgy boy.
When I had the door open, I sit up and I stopped crying. Sup?
Antonica, eh?
Yeah.
What's your plan from here on out?
See if I could probably find my kid and the axe and maybe see if some sisters are still around. I don't know.
Probably shouldn't mention this, but as you know, I've been spending a lot of time reading Dozak and Fulgor's books. They took from that, I don't know what you would call it, vampiric Sith entity.
I would have just called him a spooky wizard, but sure.
Yep, they took from the spooky wizard. I'm not saying that you can find the answers through the Force, but if we have time to kill while we're on the road, might be worth asking one of them about.
I'm kind of scared of learning any part of myself that has to do with that, because that's the part of me that really tore my family apart. But I guess that doesn't really matter now since they're not around anymore. I don't know.
I can't pretend to relate to that. The family structure on Scylla is very different than it is here in the inside of the galaxy.
Is it as political?
Yes, it's arguably even more so in some
That
ways.
sucks. I'm sorry.
Doesn't bother me. As long as you're good at your job,
Yeah.
you'll do fine. And of course, as long as you put the ascendancy first.
I'll pretend I know what that means, but yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know that at least two of my sisters are alive and they both want to kill me. That's a long story. And then I don't even know if my kid's alive or my ex, because my dad told me that I would never find them. So he's petty enough to have had them killed. By the way, I know that's real loving, but that was the last thing he said to me before he blew himself up.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
I know. I never really asked too deep about this, but where did you learn your martial arts structure?
I learned from my uncle. He was actually a part of the same order I'm from, and that's the Order of the Dog. Basically, it was it was everything my father needed as far as enforcement, but it was what he hated the most because he couldn't control. And pretty soon, lines started to be drawn, and my brother sided with my father, and I sided with my uncle, and it was a big mess. Yeah. But I learned how to fight from my uncle.
I sometimes I'll catch images of this, of this type of meditation that occurs every now and then.
Yeah, yeah. They're internal vows that I have to make every day as a part of the order. I kind of take a moment of respite and just think about the good I have. My uncle would always tell me, you know, pick your tomorrow, but start today. And like, it was kind of like you can decide on who you want to be, but you have to actively make those steps to get there. And that's kind of my whole vow in a nutshell. It's just aim for where you want to be and take the steps you need to get there, no matter how hard they are. Yeah.
Sounds like a wise man.
He was, and then he like fucked my mom and pissed my dad off, and then started a feud that almost tore the whole planet apart. But yeah,
I guess I would file that under everybody has their flaws, but even that's a bit much. But I don't know. I would just recommend perhaps spending more time meditating. Perhaps even on the fourth.
I do, but the things that I want all seem impossible to get to. Especially since I don't know if they're alive, but I guess maybe the answers I'm looking for are in the places I don't want to look, so that's probably the best first step. But
you're probably not wrong.
I stand up and like turn around and it looks like I've been sweat crying. So like, I'm just like, I'm gonna go take a fat shit, so we can rendezvous later.
Yeah, we can rendezvous later. Go ahead.
That was a good one. And I fist bumped him.
R5 makes like a farting noise.
I laugh walking down the hallway.
Oh, R2, you inked everywhere. God, man. Clean it up, R2.
I think I'm gonna ink. Finding Nemo.
Oh, you made me ink.
Stinky dinky. What's everyone else doing?
Well, apparently that was an hour, because he attuned to his cloak.
Doesn't have to be an hour. I don't know what it is.
I thought attunement was an hour-long process.
No, it is. No, it is. I mean, our conversation didn't have to take an hour. As Blood Lion heads out to go to the bathroom, I'm gonna wait behind like a couple minutes, one to make sure our fight cleans up, and then to just head back to before I head back, I'm just gonna do a routine maintenance check of the cockpit area. Then I'll probably head back to the med bay, await results.
Yeah, you check everything, and looks like they've already gotten like you're fueled up, your rations are restocked, you're basically ready to go whenever you're ready to leave.
So our hull points are fixed too?
Yes.
Back up to
Beautiful.
59. Why are they going up? Excellent. Cargo, current fuel back up to 30.
I'm gonna shoot a message to Karo, make sure he's still breathing.
Karo sends you a message back, and almost immediately, and he says, "Yeah, all is well. Just exploring the wheel with Glavis."
He's like literally in a brothel with a drink in hand.
But still wearing a mask.
He's like hanging
Still
upside down in a beat locker, and there's like a fucking crime lord like beating the shit out of him.
He's just like upside down, like typing on his.
He's hanging over one of the few off Tatooine Sarlacc pits.
Oh man. Glavis is like in the background, like bound up, like.
The last thing
We'll
he would
find
do
him
is ask
later.
for help, honestly.
Right.
He's like, I'd rather this shit eat and digest me.
It's like that scene where Black Widow's being interrogated, and she's like, I got him right where I want him.
Yeah.
I'm what? I'm
100%.
working.
I'm working.
We're thinking all this, but in actuality, it's like a slice of life episode of an anime, and he's just like helping old ladies cross the street and like stuff like that.
Quick question.
He's like falling in love while he's out there. Like it's all super sweet.
He's having his own campaign. Hey, quick question. Where is the current location of the holocron you guys are in possession of?
As far as I'm aware, if it's not out here where I'm currently sitting, then it's in the storage room.
Yeah, I'd say in the crew's quarters at the very least.
Everyone's favorite Rubik's Cube.
Yep. I've already learned all the spells that I could learn from it. Currently.
Okay, just curious.
That's not a good sign.
Right. I just wanted to know what y'all did with it.
Do we need to go? Do we need to hide it or something?
I'm taking a shower.
Kaboom.
Oh, do you?
I don't know. Do we?
I don't know.
That's-
Do you?
That's metagame knowledge. You can't
I know.
based
I
on
was
that.
just saying it as a joke.
Um,
Like, why do you
I
gotta
just-
say it like that? What are you
Just
doing?
just asking a question. Maybe you throw it out the window while you're in hyperspace. I don't know.
Probably asking it just to keep us on our toes.
Yeah, imagine we got it like behind some stuff, so it's not just immediately
it's
visible.
like where exactly is your character's heart again?
In his head, he's got two of them.
I'm gonna make a sandwich while everyone's fucking around.
Actually, I was just about to ask Dozak if he wanted to go get some breakfast.
Sure thing. I could use something. I could use some meat.
We'll all invite the others and see if they want to go. I'll
I
just over the
spent-
intercom. Hey, who's hungry?
I spent 300, almost 500 credits on food. Do you think I'm not gonna cook it?
You can cook it later.
That's fair.
How much longer to my ding?
The Gretch is like, I'll eat your food, Captain. I'll eat anything that ain't those portions.
DeGretch, you're more than welcome to join us.
On God.
I'll even pay for you.
Oh, thank you. I've been wanting to get off this ship. Need to stretch my legs.
Is my food not good enough for you?
No. I just mean it's been
I'm just Get out
these
of
same.
Poor
here.
DeGretch, man.
Okay, Vrain, your thing popped. So it says it is 75% water, 20% carbon, and 5% an unknown material.
Mm.
And
An unknown element.
And is this giving off pheromones or has it ceased?
No pheromones.
Okay. Typing. I'm gonna need a bigger computer to break down what this could possibly be. Perhaps I could ask the hospital. That might cost something though. Yeah, hold up, I'm coming for breakfast.
10-4. Seems Boldgrave doesn't want to join us.
That's fine. I'm gonna go pick up my gun after we eat breakfast. I don't know if you guys have plans or not, but
Not till this evening.
Yep, I got time to kill till tonight.
if you guys are interested in the Gladiator Arena after breakfast, you guys can split. Check the timing on that, any entrance fees, other issues.
We
Absolutely.
should definitely get
interested.
some intel on it.
That is if we're interested in fighting, but more importantly, find out how much money you get from winning.
I mean, we can
because
still
that's
watch
the
today's
deciding factor.
matches too.
Check out our competition.
Did Jama
If you have
DC,
time.
or is he just looking down? Oh, okay.
Oh no,
Like,
I'm here.
it was perfectly still, so it looked like you might have DC'd.
No,
And,
no, I'm looking stuff up.
Okay.
And Boldgrave has a appointment too.
Yeah.
Something
He's got his eye doctor appointment.
I don't know how. Well, one of us will have to come back after breakfast. I don't know how I feel about that thing being on the ship, unguarded.
Well, Boltgrave's here. He said he wasn't gonna join us.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope it doesn't take over his brain.
If it tried, it would certainly be an easy job. I don't think there's much in there.
Yeah, yes, I suppose you're right. It probably wouldn't damage anything important.
If it feeds on brains, it's gonna starve.
Look, just because I have a -1 intelligence, right? All this
Hey,
fucking
I got a -1
prejudice.
charisma, so I mean, you got me there.
Fair enough.
Hey, Dozak, you got a short rest in, by the way, if you want to throw a hit die.
Ooh, yes, I would love to.
Because we took about an hour after that fight, so just
Okay.
everyone's just kind of chilling.
Let's go ahead and do that.
All right.
Oh yeah, when Vrain walks into the common area, he's sporting his new cape, looking very fashionable.
Oof.
Fashionable part 1.
Oh well.
Looking very
Dashing.
gallant. Yeah, dashing. I was trying to think of the word there.
Dashing through the snow.
Hey, Vrain, welcome to the Cloak Club.
Yep. I'm curious to see what properties this cloak has. I've reconnected it to my my headpiece, so hopefully it can transmit information adequately. But let's get some breakfast. We can worry about the details later.
Shall we take the car and speeder? Riding style?
Sounds like a plan.
Alright.
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna look for the Wheels version of IHOP. I need me some pancakes.
The meal. It's not the
The
meal.
meal instead of the
Meal.
wheel. The meal. Okay, so y'all are y'all gonna just okay, so your pamphlet from the pamphlet you bought earlier, the closest thing that matches that description would be this Dino's Diner up here on the top left.
Where?
Way up here.
Okay.
Oh,
That
geez.
is-
Oh, on the other side of the wheel? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oops.
How far
Ain't
away is
nobody
that?
got time for that.
Use your ruler.
Let's find out.
Well, are we able to use
It's
this middle
like-
piece, or is that strictly for walking?
Good question.
Yeah, well, none of us have bothered to even
Never-
approach it yet.
You haven't been there yet.
What, 740 minutes going that way?
740 minutes? Jesus, it's
Well,
12 hours.
we travel at 60, don't forget.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is halved because you're in a vehicle.
Oh, like 6 hours. That's still the whole day.
Yeah.
It's still the whole day. Yeah, so yeah, the measurements are your speeders move 60, so these measurements are for walking speed.
Okay, what is Pon Fritz? What is that?
That sounds like a fancy dining place, I think.
Yeah, it's like a 5-star white glove type of restaurant. Very you gotta have a reservation kind of place.
There's this burger joint right over here.
Yeah, we went there yesterday. It was okay.
McDonald's for breakfast, Connor? Come on.
For real. I'm trying to
I don't know. I don't know about you, but pre-vegan me, that was slaptastic. The McGriddle after a
It might have a
hangover.
McGriddle.
Never had eggs and bacon on a burger, you haven't lived.
Oh, for real, dude, it's so good.
Breakfast burgers are the
pre-vegan me
shit.
was a cardiac arrest.
Togruchas are carnivorous, by the way. Dozak's one of the weird ones because he's actually omnivorous.
What about the Hammered Bantha and Yados? Those are just bars, or do they sell food?
Yado's is just a bar. Hammered Bantha is a tavern, so it's like a bar and hotel. And they do have food, but it's like bar food.
We
Not
could
exactly.
probably
Looks
go
like
there.
maybe having
I mean,
ca-
it's on the way to the wheel. It's on the way to the gladiator arena.
Yeah?
Well, I need to go the opposite direction, but yeah, that's
They got nachos and burgers. Pizza.
We could try asking one
I'm
of the locals.
really not in the mood driving 45 minutes for breakfast.
We could ask one of the locals around here if there's any like decent food places nearby, without having to drive 6 hours.
Yeah, this place is kind of huge.
Phrasing?
I'm saying we just go get burgers because it's the closest thing. Maybe they have pancakes there. You don't know.
A McGriddle.
Hey, that's fair. Alright, to the burger joint. It
Gotta
is
get
breakfast time, so they should have a breakfast menu.
You gotta get that double sausage, double egg with bacon McGriddle, man.
You damn right.
So, taking the speeder. Oh, let me get my DeGretsch token out.
Yeah, he's coming with.
First
Taking
time the ship ever, actually.
I know it really is. Keeping him like a prisoner.
Well, he was.
Yeah, basically.
True.
Okay, so taking the speeder takes you guys about 15 minutes to get there. And are you all going in, or are you going to go through the drive-through?
Going in.
Let's go.
Out to eat for breakfast through the drive-thru. Workers, I guess.
We're gonna sit down and eat like civilized people.
Okay. Yeah, so you'll go inside, and it's pretty slow. Not a whole lot of traffic, but there is a breakfast menu, and they have some, breakfast on a bun type meals, and they do have some very rubbery, shitty looking pancakes
Give me extra syrup.
and hash browns.
We came for the hash browns.
How much are the burgers each?
5 credits.
Like 5
Nah,
credits. Okay.
make them wait till lunch.
No, they do dinner 24 hours, but yeah, breakfast is just 11 to 11.
Okay. I'll get
Whataburger rules.
right. I'll get 2 of them, and I'll just I'll tell DeGretsch to get whatever he wants.
All right, I think I'm gonna try me one of them there chicken sandwiches.
Don't even know what a chicken is, but
Sounds good. Everyone says things taste like it, so. Okay.
I'll have just 2 pancakes, please. No syrup.
It'll also be 5 credits. No syrup. Oh God, that's such a Kyle thing to say.
0.5 experience.
0.5 experience.
Who's the master now? Just kidding.
Fulgur?
I want 100 credits worth of pancakes and hash browns.
The guy behind the counter looks at you just like, that's a lot of pancakes. It might take us a while to cook all that.
And extra syrup.
You couldn't call ahead.
Yeah, you can call it. You jerk.
Fulgor, let's not make these people's lives any harder than it needs to be. Besides,
There's nobody here. There's not even
hey.
anybody in line.
Whoa. If you eat too much, you're not going to be able to have any fun at the arena. It's going to sit in your stomach like a log, man. You know that.
I'll be fine. I'll just take a shit beforehand. Then I'll be able to eat again, because there'll be more room.
Science.
Cadet's logic is
All
sound.
right. 50 orders of pancakes, which is
Good
about 100,
Lord.
150 individual flapjacks coming right up.
Well, it was a mixture of pancakes and hash browns and extra syrup, because,
Oh,
you know,
Lord.
extra syrup costs
Yeah.
extra. So
Of course. Yeah.
all that up to 100 credits.
Gotcha.
I just don't
Alright,
want to have
so-
to do, like, point in my experience points. I'm trying to
Yeah,
spend
I
100
know.
credits even for the
I
1
know.
point.
You
So,
get 1 experience point.
It takes them about 20 minutes to finish. Everybody else's order comes out within like 5 minutes, but it takes them about 20 minutes to get Anthony's.
Only 20 minutes. That's fast as fuck. Your boy should be an Olympic cook.
They've got. Well, I mean,
It's just one like
the
15
entire
foot long
grill.
oven top.
lined with pancakes.
It's some alien humanoid
He's over
race that
there.
has, like, 6 arms, and it's just all...
It's just Iron Chef Jr. in the back.
when I see them bring out Fulgo's order, I'm gonna walk over to like the diner window, like the takeout window, and I'm just gonna put 100 credits up there. Be
I
like,
paid
"I'm sorry
100
for my
credits.
friend." No, I'm giving them a tip for putting up with your nonsense.
I didn't do anything wrong. Fight me.
Hey, I'm not saying you did, but man, I've worked my fair share of food service, and everybody in that kitchen definitely hates you right now.
Hey, they appreciated the tip. They when they see you leave the tip, or like you put it like there's like a tip jar and you put it in there, and they're all just like, oh sweet, 100 credits.
The best part is I only eat like 6 of those pancakes with all of that syrup and like 3 of the hash browns. I stare at the guy who took my order as I throw the rest away.
And it's literally like a gallon jug of syrup, by the way.
Yep, I'm fucking drowning those bitches in syrup.
Oh god.
I'm gonna put another 100 credits in the tip jar.
For the trauma.
This is Fulgore's version of being evil.
This is the most Sith thing he's done.
Actually,
We've all been roasting him about it.
That's why I wanted to go to a restaurant, because I was just gonna not pay.
Oh.
That's what my background allows me to get away with doing shit like that. So that's what I was gonna do.
That's you. All right. Well, I finished eating like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it took them so long to make my order.
I'm sure it has to
Gee,
do with the
wonder
number of
why.
pancakes you ordered.
I mean, they could have
But-
just brought them to me one at a time.
That's
Why? No fast food place does that. On what universe? I'm not gonna say what planet. It
What
comes
galaxy?
for real, bro.
all right.
Kind of a sociopath.
I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna pick up Fulgrave, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit up our spots. If you guys want to go check out the arena,
Oh,
and like
yeah.
I said, most importantly, just figure out how much money they're gonna pay us when we win.
Oh yeah, I
That's
wanted
the
to
most-
talk to DeGretsch while we were eating.
Oh yeah. DeGretsch, yeah, he's eating his chicken sandwich.
Well, DeGretsch, what have you been up to since you joined our little group here? Haven't seen you leave the ship.
Working, and I looked at some of their holonet. There's some interesting stuff on there.
A hot Twi'leks in your area?
What do you mean?
What, you mean there's hot Twi'leks in my area?
There's hot Twi'leks in this place? I really need to get out of the ship more often. No, I went to one of them their message boards and talking about the New Republic and how great it is. I gotta say, I think I had them figured wrong. I always thought that government was corrupt, but they're actually not so bad.
Government's always corrupt. No matter.
Yeah, but you don't hear about all the good stuff they do. You just hear about the bad.
It's because they don't do enough good. They do more bad.
You just gotta know where to look, I guess.
New Republic can't do much right now. They're still cleaning up after the Civil War. But
Yeah, us underworld types definitely make their jobs a lot harder. That's for sure.
good payday for us.
So what have you been working on? I see you working in the workshop all the time, but like, we've never actually seen what it is you're doing. We've been too busy running in and out,
I've got a couple of projects. I keep moving around so I don't get too bored with doing the same thing. So, been working on a missile pack for Karo, and been working on a droid, and a bit of this and a bit of that. Just some tinkering.
Do you need some?
It really-
Insight check.
Oh, sure, go for it.
The whole ship is laced with bombs.
Didn't think about that one when we brought him on board.
Yeah, you keep treating him like shit. I wouldn't blame him.
He's definitely holding something back. His heart rate has kind of gone up now that you've started asking him personal questions.
I'm not trying to interrogate him. I'm just genuinely curious.
He's just not used to this much attention. Basically, he's just oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna.
Surprised he's not relaxed because Boldegrave's not there.
I'm gonna put my hand on DeGretch's shoulder and try to reassure him and say something, maybe something along the lines of, "If there's something you want to tell us, you can. We might have brought you aboard the ship, and Boldgrave might have been a little heavy-handed with how he treated you, but You are still a shipmate. You are still a comrade. You are among friends.
Dozak, I'll be honest with you. I never had many friends, even growing up. And despite the nature of how I came to be a member of this crew not being the best, I still appreciate the company, and I've kind of grown pretty fond of you fellas. I guess the thing that I wanted to say was I'm worried about Dev and Gok. We spent, while y'all were off carrying on, doing whatever it is you guys do, we spent a lot of time back on the ship together, just the three of us, and I'm worried about what happened to him. I feel like it's my fault. I let them go off to do what they were going to do on Cantonica, and I could have stopped them. I could have saved them.
Thing about the past is that we can always look on it with good eyes. It's hard to see the present for what it is until you can see it in the past. I'm not sure if that quite conveys the point I'm trying to get to you, but you need to realize.
I know. It wasn't my fault, actually. I mean,
even though it
grown,
still feels like it.
They're grown and they can make their own decisions. It's hard not to wonder what if.
Well, technically, it's Boldgrave's fault.
Yeah, fuck it.
I can certainly agree with you on that.
There is certainly some conversations that still need to happen with that, and I will personally apologize for the stress we have placed upon you. That was, at least as far as I'm aware, that was never our intention. You suited a need that we had, and I'll agree with you. Our time aboard the ship, yes, you're not just a comrade. I do consider you a friend. So, please, don't be a stranger. If something's up, if you're not feeling okay, if there's something you want to tell us, you can tell us. I will personally protect you if it's something dangerous.
I appreciate you saying that. This chicken sandwich means a whole lot more than you might think.
He starts crying into his chicken sandwich.
Yep, I'm gonna take that Smaku to go. Hop on the speeder.
Hey, you have to take him back to the ship. If we're going to the gladiator arena, you have to be the one to take him back to the ship.
That ship, no pun intended, has sailed.
I guess he'll have to sit on your lap.
On your guys' lap.
No, he can't sit on my lap. I'm driving. That's dangerous.
Aren't you guys in your car?
Yeah, it's a two-seater.
Right? He can sit in Dozak's lap.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's what you said mine.
I thought you meant Brand's lap.
No, I meant
No,
Dozak's.
he was just gonna ride the back seat on the speeder.
Oh, yeah. I was confused about how that worked. I was like, I know he's tiny, but he's a husky boy.
But yeah, DeGretch, did you need some credits to go get some supplies for your whatever it is you've been working on?
Well, I could certainly use some more raw materials. I've been scraping, what loose parts there are on the ship, but I don't want to start disassembling important systems just for my own ends. So yeah, some scrap and some just raw materials are really what I need right now.
Well,
How much do you need?
Here's 10K. Go get yourself some scrap.
Good damn.
I link him the pamphlet to his data pad and tell him about the junk shop that's on the other side of the wheel.
It'll take you a while to get there, but it is there. And it's
He's not coming back.
You'll probably feel right at home, if you'll pardon the expression.
You boys mind if I go now?
By all means.
Absolutely.
I think I saw something about being able to rent a truck rent a cargo speeder. He looks at his data pad and he's like, yeah, it looks like there's at this I don't know if you can see that ping, but this little world looking thing with the arrows. He says, yeah, it looks like there's a public transit depot over this way that
They got U-Haul, baby.
I got you for 1999. You can rent this motherfucker.
Oh, baby.
I love that video. Okay. Yeah. So he takes the money and he's gonna go head off that way.
Yeah. 10,000 credits is
He's gonna have a
100
field day,
experience?
man.
1,000.
1,000.
1,000 experience.
It's like I'm creeping, crawling.
Alright.
Okay, so everybody's back at the ship now.
Well, Vrain was going back to the ship to pick up Boldgrave to take him to his eye doctor appointment. And then
Oh, okay.
me and
Just
Dozak
something
were
like
going to
that.
go head to the arena, I guess, and start checking it out.
I gotta go get my eye surgery, yeah.
Yep. Good luck with that. I don't trust them one bit. Vroom vroom.
Okay, so y'all are going. Fulgor and Dozak, you're going. I'm sorry, where?
Arena, the Coliseum.
Okay. So you'd be heading back this way, anyways.
Yeah. Vrain does have a head start. I mean, it's only probably, a couple minutes, but he got a head start.
Whose do we want to do first? Want to do the Vrain and Fulgor one first?
Do Vrain and Boldgrave, because I want to send you a couple of questions about what we'll be doing there.
Okay. All right, so Vrain, you get back to the ship, and do you go inside, or are you just gonna send him a ping?
Oh, I'll go inside.
Okay.
Just walking.
Yeah. So you get inside, and Boldgrave's there, eating. No, he's probably finished eating by now. Vibing. I don't know. What is it that you're doing, Boldgrave?
I was meditating, like Brain suggested, and since I have the ship to myself and an R5 unit that doesn't talk to me anymore, I figured I might as well spend the solitude reflecting on my life and facing my trauma, as if I haven't been going through enough struggles emotionally and mentally as it is.
Also known as Tuesday.
Basically. I will reach out into the force and try to feel things. Whatever that means.
Return the slab.
That's what I hear. Or suffer the curse, and I'm like, fuck, yeah, I'm having an acid flashback.
So Boldgrave, as you try to sit and meditate, at first it's very difficult. You keep getting flashbacks of memories.
You'll never find them.
Yeah.
It's like...
His words keep echoing through your mind, and just all the horrible things that happened to you, and remembering being separated from your family, and
Both times.
even seeing Kira's ship taking off was just another betrayal. You thought you had found a real ally in your family, the one living member that you could trust, and even she left you to die on that planet. And but after a while, you managed to kind of process some of those, unpack some of those memories, and manage those emotions, and start to finally quiet the inner voices in your mind. Just as you're starting to get some peace, you hear the door open and Vrain coming back.
I keep trying to concentrate.
Where are you located right now?
Probably, I probably would have hopped back in the bathroom and turned up the sink and the shower's hot water to get steam going, to reenact the hot pools where me and my uncle would train and try to meditate.
After a couple seconds of looking for him, I hear the bathroom running, and sit down at the one of the desk chairs in the captain's quarters.
And I just keep
Wait.
focusing.
So as you focus and finally get a hold of some of that inner peace and quiet, you hear a faint voice, one that you've heard before, say, "Follow the path."
Where's the path?
You already know. You just have to remain on it.
I feel my scar start to tingle on my face as I think about how I got it. And I think about my brother. I don't know if I can do that.
Your journey will not be an easy one, but you are capable.
I don't know if I'm ready to accept what I did.
Give it time. And don't be afraid to lean on those close to you.
Kun. You all right?
I let off a really large fart that I've been holding in for a while. You just hear wet right across the floor. I'm like, yeah, I just finished up.
And of course, all the water and steam kind of amplifies the smell too.
Yeah. And so I just kind of stand up, like, oh god, that sandwich was rocking. And then I open up the door. You feel the heat, the steam, and the smell of my fart come out.
Hits you right in the face.
And I'm butt naked, and I'm just like, ass up.
You
I
turn on the mask.
I gotta get dressed, so excuse me. And I kind of
Going dark.
Cast invisibility on myself. Cast blindness on myself.
I step by him. I'm just excuse me. And I don't even wait for him to step aside. I just start walking by him all wet and naked. And I just go into the closet and I start just pulling out my tunic and stuff. And
I'm gonna pause for a couple seconds, looking at the everything he kind of left running in the bathroom. And after 10-15 seconds, I pause and then I turn them off.
Oh, Vrain, when you look into the bathroom, the mirror, you can see a symbol that's in the condensation of the mirror. There seems there's a shape, and it looks like this.
Private message.
I'm trying to pull it up.
No, that's all right. Or I don't know.
Web file. Fuck. Okay. It looks like I'm gonna just send it to Kyle.
you're gonna send it to Kyle.
This sounds super ominous. That's all I want. I'm gonna use my helmet in essence to effectively take a picture.
Neat.
Do I recognize this at all?
Make a lore check.
Come on. Natural 20. Big money.
Big money. No whammies. Damn.
25. 25.
This is a pretty old symbol. Oh, excuse me. It seems to be. It's okay. So what you remember about the symbol? You remember reading about ancient religions at the academy. You don't remember exactly. Oh shit! You wrote like a 26, 25. Okay, so you remember it was an ancient religion. It was a symbol from an ancient religion, but off the top of your head, you can't quite like it's like on the tip of your tongue. Like you're like, I know this symbol, but I need to like cross-reference it to like or look. You kind of gotta look it up. You know what I mean? But you remember it having something to do with Mandalorians.
Whoa.
About how ancient, give or take? Do I know?
Easily over 1,000 years old.
Okay.
And then you grab your quick picture, but you manage to get the picture, but as you get it, it's already like starting to fade from the the cool air of the ship mixing with the steam and kind of dissipating it.
Yeah, as I'm turning everything off and it disappears. I'll give one look at turn around, give one look at Bullgrave while he's trying to put on his pants.
Oh, they're already on.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good,
Alright.
at least.
I did like a fucking somersault putting those bitches on.
See, look, I'm gonna be probably confused. We'll talk on the road. You ready to go check out your eye?
Yep, I'm ready to commit to my mistakes. Let's go.
Well, you can't commit to your own mistakes. What can you commit to, you know?
Exactly.
Griff can commit to anything.
His mistakes and alcohol.
The only thing Bullgrave can commit is crimes.
Perfect.
Crimes of love.
Just kidding.
All right, yeah. So we'll go ahead and I guess head to.
Okay, here's the symbol. If everyone wants to see it now.
Ooh.
Oh, all my
Sorry,
secrets.
it took me a minute to bring it up.
Spicy.
Okay, so y'all are leaving.
Yes.
Yep.
So you, so who's driving the speeder and who's riding on the back?
I'll drive, I guess.
Doesn't matter to me.
The real questions.
I
I'll
feel
probably
like
have a better memory of where this is located, anyways.
Okay, so it takes y'all. So far.
An hour and a half.
Yeah. So wait, half that is what 80 minutes. So
No,
yeah,
hour and a half was halved. Yeah.
So about an hour and a half of driving by speeder, and yeah, nothing too unusual as you're passing through. Just again, neon district looks kind of different during the day. You know, some of the neon there's still a lot of neon on, but not quite as much as nighttime. But you know, still just very kind of dingy. Lots of strange looking people, and yeah, you make it to the shop, and unlike last time, there doesn't seem to be a bunch of people hanging about outside. It's not abandoned, but there's not like a crowd hanging around like there was last time.
Make our way inside.
Making our way. So when you go inside this time, the receptionist, I guess you could call him, that you bumped into last time was not there. Instead, there is a droid behind the counter. And this droid is like it looks like a modified astromech droid, but he has like a thin strip. He has like this display screen that goes all the way around the circumference of his body, and it looks kind of like a stock ticker, but it reads messages, and it says hello and welcome, and it like as it like scrolls across like around his.
I look around for the kid who was playing mobile games.
None to be seen.
Spooky.
I have an appointment today. Hello.
And you hear a noise from the back, and this person walks in. A bit of a peculiar sight. Looks completely normal from the waist up. Kind of short, like buzzed hair, pretty like muscular with tattoos. But from the waist down, they have like robotic spider legs.
Ah, the mall treatment.
And the guy walks in and he says, hey there, you must be my 1030.
Yep, it's me, that guy. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Listen, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. Which would you prefer first?
The bad news, I guess.
Well, the bad news is, you know that brain surgeon that made your appointment yesterday?
Yeah.
Well, he was getting your eye ready, and as he was eating his breakfast, he dropped the eye into his bowl of cereal. Completely fried it. It's toast.
Okay. So he had toast with the cereal. Got it.
Yeah. The good news is, when I heard about that, I sent his dumbass home, and I did manage to find you another eye, though it's not quite as spectacular as the one that he had promised you. It is still a pretty good replacement, but you know how much a good eye is worth, right?
I get the feeling you're gonna either swindle me or be honest, so pick your poison and let me know.
Well, the look of you and your friend here are not people I would want to upset or double cross. And although our receptionist thought that was a great idea, I don't particularly like having customers coming back threatening to kill me. So a good human eye to the right buyer is worth easily 200,000 credits. And this robotic eye, with the procedure and everything, 25 at most. 25K, not 25,000.
Well, how about you just pay me the difference?
I can pay you once I've sold it, but that may be a while. It's not exactly a convenience store that you walk in and sell, or it's not like a pawn shop where you can just sell it. I gotta get in contact with my guy.
Well, how about you arrange the transaction with your guy and let him know I'm heavily interested, and you also figure out a way to fix that original eye that got fried, or at least make the eye that I want to be in my face a thing.
Okay, I can get a hold of the new eye. It's gonna take some time to track that down.
Give me like a window.
He thinks for a minute, and you can hear like kind of his metallic leg kind of tapping, like as like kind of like a restless leg thing, like kind of just like bouncing his knee, but with the spider leg. It's just like, well, if I do About a week.
I put 1,000 credits down on the table and I go, make it 3 days.
He's like, how about 5?
That's still a week in my book. I run my business days.
Another 1,000 credits and we can do 4.
Another 1,000 credits and it better be 24 hours.
Make an intimidation check? I don't know, persuasion check?
Whichever one he's shooting for.
I mean, however this man's feeling right now. I'll make it intimidation though.
Okay.
That's really rolled well for a +6. That's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy's like, look, do you want the eye or not?
The question is, do you want the eye? Because clearly me offering a perfectly good, handsome human eye is worth a lot of money to you people. So how rich do you want to be and how fast is the question. I want to make you rich fast, but you don't seem like you want it.
And I did you a favor by not letting that rocket scientist rip you off. So the least you could do is give me some time to make sure that things are going to go smoothly and we're not going to be getting hunted down by the pikes for this.
When I came in, you told me I'm the kind of person you don't want to rip off, and that's with good reason, because the pikes wouldn't have been your problem. I'm a lot closer than them or your god, so I would reconsider your choices when you're speaking to me.
Oh, boy, you are a tough customer. All right, fine. 3 days. But I'm keeping half the profit off the eye.
Next time you hear my boots, just know you better be ready. And I leave.
Jesus, man. Savage.
Hey, it's the underworld, dude. You can't take no shit. Yeah. As you're like walking out, you're like, God, that was a piece of work.
Hey, what do you think about me getting like a bionic ear canal or something for like super hearing, so when guys like that talk shit, I can like have an excuse to hit them?
We can talk about it.
You want to hit that burger spot, or do you want to go back to your weapon friend since we're close?
Yeah, no, I'd rather check in on my weapon.
Alright, we can go there.
Did I give you a window, Kyle? Did I tell you how long I was going to take?
He said come the next day.
Comes. Oh, okay. That's what I thought I said. Sometimes I say things I forget that I said. Okay, so y'all take off from there and wind up at the weapon shop. And yeah, again, same kind of situation where there's a array of guards flanking the store. Even at this hour, still a pretty heavy contingent. But they recognize you from last time, so you get buzzed in. I mean, it was literally just yesterday. So once you get inside, Huck is there, and he's just like, Brain, my friend, welcome back.
Huck, yeah. Looks like my weapon's ready.
And he pulls out this crazy-looking sniper, and he's like, oh, yes, this is going to kill lots and lots of people.
That's the plan. Put them down and keep them down.
And he does kind of like a one last inspection of it, and then he sets it on the table, and he's just like, well, yeah, I'm sure this goes without saying, but don't let anyone know where you got this. I did file the serial number off.
I appreciate it, and no one should be asking where it came from anyways. Won't be an issue.
Exactly. Well, enjoy, my friend, enjoy.
And here's my old weapon I've been using for a while. I think you said, what was it? You said give me 10,000 for it?
10,000? That doesn't sound like me. Surely I said 2.
No, I'm pretty sure I remember 10,000.
Make a persuasion check.
No, this is definitely
I
deception.
was gonna say, wouldn't that be deception?
He actually said 5,000.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I was kind of also being coy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you would.
Ooh, a 19.
It's not terrible.
Solid rolls.
You
And
know,
he,
it's
go
for
ahead.
old time's sake.
And he's like, maybe I had too much spice last night. Okay, 10,000. For you, Vrain, for you, we make exception.
You know I'll be back here the next time I'm on the wheel. Maybe even sooner. If I get more money, you never know.
Well, there are many ways to make money on the wheel. If you're looking for a job, let me know. I maybe do something.
I'm always looking for a job. If you find something, give me a call.
He says, I do actually. Are you ready now?
Yeah, of course. No,
You
you help me, I help you.
He leans in and kind of like lowers his voice. Boldgrave can still hear it because he's like standing right there, but mostly like lowering his voice from the guards who are standing near the door. And he says, "There is a Twi'lek child who has gone missing. And she is daughter of a very powerful person and would pay lots of money to get them back. Now, we think it may be kidnapping, but we can't be sure. Children are, especially children of people of great importance, can be a bit, lots of rules and lots of you go here, you go there. So it's possible they just ran away. Either way, I would be cautious." And he puts like a like USB stick, I guess. I don't know or like a datacron basically. But he puts it on and he's like, "Here is picture and description. When you find them, if you find her, you can bring her back here. It is safe."
You sure you want to take this?
Yeah, it'll be fine. And we keep each other taken care of, everybody wins.
Right.
Well, that is wonderful, and trust me, we pay very well. You find this girl. Their father wants a lot of money for her.
Can you point me in a direction to start?
Well, if she did run away, she's probably not far, somewhere in the Neon District. But if she was kidnapped, oh boy, could be little Tatooine. Hard to say. May not even be on the wheel.
And how long ago did she go missing?
She has been missing 3 days now. Parents getting very worried because most runaways come back by then. That's why they begin to worry it may be kidnapping.
Have they alerted the security on the wheel?
My friend, security on the wheel cannot help us. We are criminals.
I just figured I'd ask their politicians, but what's the difference, am I right?
Yes. I understand. But this is the way things work. We take care of our own down here.
All right, Huck. Well, I'll be seeing you around. Get those credits ready for me.
Oh, they're ready. Don't you worry.
Russell, real quick, how large is the room we're in?
About like maybe 20 feet by 20 feet.
Excellent. I cast Sense of Motion, which is 30 feet radius from where I am.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat. And I just want to see if, like, anyone is eavesdropping, like, or like if I can sense a change in anyone's emotions based on the information being given.
Okay, so with that, you instantly learn the emotion, and then you have advantage on insights. Okay. Okay, so the feeling you're getting from Huck is one of like genuine concern. Like he does seem to be like genuinely kind of like this is pretty, like he's pretty like honest about. He's not just like purely motivated by the the money or whatever. Like he does like kind of have a personal like attachment to this quest, I guess you could say. The two guards who are standing near the door are both just kind of like uncomfortable. They just feel like they're not like they don't want to be present for this conversation. They'd rather be not here. Anywhere but here.
You trust your men, like the guys you keep around?
I trust them as much as I can pay them. If I didn't trust them, I'd pay them much more.
Sounds like a man after Bulgrave's own heart.
He is.
I get that.
Well, Huck, we'll be hopefully seeing you soon. But maybe it'll be a little bit if I have any difficulty finding the young girl. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the with the fob. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And see what she looks like, and see if there's any discerning features, special characteristics, unique features that stick out that would clearly distinguish her from anyone else.
So she is a small Twi'lek child, and her skin tone is red. Not quite as like blood red as Fulgor's, but more of like kind of almost like a soft, like almost pink, but still definitely red.
Like a candy color.
Yeah, like a very like lighter, like softer red. And yeah, as far as like discerning features, she looks pretty average as far as Twi'leks go. Just kind of like a normal like complexion and face. No like scars or tattoos or anything. I mean, she's a kid, so and the description says her name is Rose.
Fitting.
And she disappeared. Last seen in the Neon District. Doesn't give information about her parents or who requested her be found, but it's not what you're thinking. I don't know if that's what you're thinking, but it's not that. Trust me. No, it's legitimately her. It's just the parents want to keep their identity secret because they're underworld like people. So
no, yeah, for sure.
Mercenaries.
It is actually her parents who put out the job. I just want to make that very, very clear.
We're actually kidnapping a kid.
I
No.
know.
I wouldn't.
You're reverse
I wouldn't do
kidnapping.
that. There are some subjects that I think are just a little too mature, and that's one.
Fair enough.
Definitely.
That's
No,
kind of icky. So I'm not gonna make y'all do
I mean,
that.
it's a good twist. It's like, oh, thanks for actually kidnapping this child, and we're like, wait, what? All right, time to kill you instead.
Let's go snatch some baby snatchers, I guess.
This is
Oh my
where I
God.
draw the line.
Yeah. We just got to keep an eye out. Anything?
You are
weird.
bad guys, but you're not bad guys.
I am bad guy, but I am not bad guy.
Exactly.
Gee, thanks, Satan.
But yeah, it gives like her height and weight and age and just
Yep.
All things
All
you're
right.
not supposed to ask a woman.
exactly, of course.
What's it called? We'll go
That's
ahead
why
and
I'm not saying them.
we'll go ahead and take off. Yeah. I guess, Huck, I'll be seeing you hopefully soon.
Until we meet again, my door is always open. It's locked, but open.
I'm gonna look at Grave, just give him a nod. Time to go. And then we'll just take off.
As we're heading out the door, though, I'm gonna stop at the two guards who are nervous for the conversation, and say, "Just imagine what it would be like to be on the other end of that guy's ire. I'd be scared of that." And I'm just gonna head out the door.
There's something pleasant about picking on goons.
The flex.
Yeah. I remember when that was us. That was the worst.
I mean, it still kind of is us. We're barely out of the bottom of the barrel, but we're off of it.
It was all right.
Hold on a second. I want to make a couple of calls.
A couple of calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get out of earshot from these. Let's get out of earshot first.
Sure.
We'll drive a couple blocks down.
I call Garm.
Bring, bring. Bring, bring.
Aw, damn.
Yeah, you've reached Gam. I don't know how to do Garm's voice.
Yeah, you've reached Gam. I can't get to the phone right now, but if you leave your chain code after the beep or the deep, I'll get back to you if I can. If it's business, yeah. If not, and you're like an axe or whatever, fuck off.
And then you hear in the background.
Oh, man.
Still up to their own shenanigans, it seems.
Are you gonna leave him a message?
Yeah, if you can, please, hit any of our lines on the Anduin, even if it's the ship's chain code. Just haven't heard from you since all that happened. Alright.
Inbox full.
No.
Is the inbox full, Russell?
No, it's not.
Okay.
You leave the message and it yeah.
Could you imagine?
Alright. And then I'm gonna go ahead and call multi-node.
Okay. Bring, bring. Bring, bring. You hear the voice of the receptionist come on the line. Multi-node agricultural. Or wait, hold on. Actually, wait. What is their thing called? It was called something else.
That wasn't a conglomerate?
Agricorp. That's right.
Agricorp, yeah.
Agricorp head office. How may I direct your call?
What was his name? Was it Kenny? Is this Kenny?
God, what is his name?
I thought it was Kenny.
Something like that.
I feel like it was Kenny.
I gotta look. I don't remember. If I have it, it should be.
It'd be even better if you got it wrong.
I remember because I dumped his mobile device in his water he gave me. I thought I was trying to save it too.
Wait, no, that was the one in the bar in the Yados.
Was it? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I helped him win the game. That's right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
His name was.
Because he was the intern and we kept fucking half time, breaking the cameras and shit.
Who's this we shit? It was all you.
What is this weed?
You were all there.
He's using the royal we.
More like the communist we.
Oh, no. Good.
Our shenanigans.
My problems are our problems.
That's right. Community.
Don't be part of the problem. Be the whole problem.
He says, Kenny? No Kenny here. This is Zach.
Oh yeah, hey Zach. It's a bold grave. I broke the cameras and caused all that problem before.
Oh, God, not you. What do you want?
How you doing, buddy? Is your boss around?
Yes, Mr. Multinote's in.
Can you let him, if he's not busy, can you let him know I called? I'd like to talk to him.
One moment, let me check. And he puts you on hold, and it's got like the elevator music. Do 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 do. It's all like Muzak versioned.
Right.
Yeah, I can transfer your call if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hello, my boy. How is it going?
Hey, Mr. Node. I just wanted to check in and make sure you're all right. I know you're a pacifist planet, but we seen some shit. I wanted to let you know about it before it maybe came your way because we have a lot riding on you and invested a lot in you. And I give him the whole rundown.
About like everything that happened on Cantonica?
Everything.
My.
Even the fight with my dad, even though that's totally irrelevant.
He's like, that is quite a story. And how much have you had to drink today?
Actually, I've been sober for how many days has it been, Fran?
A week?
9?
8 or 9
I've
days?
been sober for like 9 days.
Well, now I know you're telling me a tall tale.
No, for real, Brain can vouch for me. I put Brain on.
Brain, is this
Well,
true?
Yep.
It is on speaker, but I still hold it up to his.
Brain,
No,
can you corroborate this story?
Everything he says is correct.
Oh. That is upsetting and would explain why the New Republic has been acting so unconventional lately with shutting down certain hyperspace lanes and restricting access to the Outer Rim.
That's
Even though they were
incredibly,
Okay,
that's
juicy.
incredibly inconvenient, but there's a very good chance that we're gonna have to come visit you soon. I have a specimen. Actually, right before I finish this sentence, can I do a quick a check around and see if anybody's listening in?
I also, just over the table, Kyle, I was gonna see if you could just come pick it up from us, so we don't have to go all the way there.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
But think of the downtime.
Yeah, I could go on.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
knocked your 19 over into another 19.
You guys are talking to him like while driving, so like, I mean, and if anybody
Well,
hears anything, it's like a word. Oh, did you stop?
right.
I
Yeah, we
assumed
did
it was
stop.
word.
Yeah, we
No,
just
we
pulled a
stopped.
full blocks away to have the conversation.
Okay,
Yeah.
you found a quiet corner. Yeah, nobody's listening.
What's it called? We managed to get some of the specimen.
It's
One
an
of them.
embryo or something. It's like a baby, kind of ugly.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh.
I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know you do predominantly agriculture, but you have a lot of medical technology there as well. I was hoping that we could have some of your men look at it. The computers on the system aren't adequate enough to get all the information we need.
Yeah, like these things are super hard to kill. So like, if you could like find an easy way for us to just kind of poke them once and they're down, that'd be great.
Well, I won't promise any miracles, but I will certainly take a look at it and figure out if there's anything that can be done or what they even are. When it comes to receiving the specimen, unfortunately, the New Republic has banned any travel to the Outer Rim at the moment, and they've been very not so clear about why. They really haven't given reasons outside of just it's unsafe, which I think everyone in the galaxy could tell you that the Outer Rim is unsafe, but regardless, I must abide by the law and not transgress. So if you can find a way to at least make it to the mid-rim, I can set up a rendezvous from there.
I'm not trying to be a
Currently,
dick. Hang on, Frain, hang on. I'm not trying to be a dick here. But you used to be a part of one of the most established criminal empires in the galaxy, and you're telling me you don't have a smuggler guy?
When I broke contact with the Pikes, I set my criminal days behind me. I am an upstanding citizen of the New Republic now.
All right, well, can you at least point us in the direction of a good smuggler? Because, like, trying to make some shit happen here.
I'm sure we can enter the inner regions again.
Ask him for
I'm
a
sure
rendezvous point. Because if we find a smuggler, we probably shouldn't send him directly there. If he has like a rendezvous point and we can find our own smuggler and send him there, that might be the smartest way to do that.
Yeah, but I just, what I want, my idea is if we find a smuggler who knows, like, basically, like, coordinates and things like that and has, like, his own way of traveling without using boss, because that's what they do, then we can at least get light speed coordinates from him, so that way we're using lanes that aren't really patrolled by the New Republic, because that's what's important.
Okay, so the mid-rem, the edge of the mid-rem is right where, if you see that where it says Centaurus, that blue line, that's the edge of where the mid-rem ends.
Okay.
Tanab is literally at the edge of the mid rim, right before
Yeah.
you hit the outer rim. It is literally right there.
So we just need to find, like, at least a subspace lane that's not incredibly dangerous, and, like, we don't know that.
So I mean, if you head to Centaurus, you can meet up, or any of these along here, you could meet up with him. But then getting back to the outer rim is the part where that becomes tricky.
Yeah.
Well, that's all in the outer rim right there still.
Yeah. So we
All the way down to Lambillis is still in the outer rim.
Mhm.
Wait,
Or
what?
actually, wait, no, it's in the inner rim. Never mind. I
Yeah,
see it. I see the lines now.
This line right here, where Centaurus, like that blue line.
Cymirth and Bunta.
Yeah,
all
this.
that good
I
stuff.
don't know if you can see this, but this line right here, that's like the edge of that.
Yeah, right. That's the outer rim.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to allow us. They're not going to allow us in or out of the outer rim without special permission. Of course, I've seen Fulgor do some hand wavy stuff.
Yeah, but you can't do that through the intercoms.
Or if you could find somebody who's like on their way to Coruscant and they could stop at Tanab on the way there. But my big concern is that if we give him a specimen, I don't want the specimen to get out of control and take out that planet and those resources, because there's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, but he's cautious. Also, Connor, you're not here.
Hey, that's why I'm speaking out of character.
So,
I'm
anyways,
still participating, that's all.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we should do, but if you have someone who could at least give us coordinates, like good subspace coordinates, so we can, like, rendezvous with you to wherever you had in mind.
I can send my men as far as Centaurus. Or did you guys told him you're on the wheel?
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay. Well,
Might be worth saying.
I can send my men as far as the edge of the mid-rem. If you have a planet in mind, or where, I'm not sure where you're close to, but assuming you're coming from Cantonica, I imagine you're in that sector.
We will. What was the planet he said?
Centaurus.
Centaurus.
I was about to say Centaurus, but I just didn't want to make assumptions.
Oh,
But
okay. Yeah, we're over near the Tyon cluster, so that's not completely out of the way.
Yeah, I could send men as far as Centaurus to retrieve the sample.
All right, yeah, that actually works out pretty well. We'll figure out the rest. When do you want to meet? What's the window? I need at least 3 days here.
I can send them out immediately. So any time after that is fine. I'll give them your contact information so that they can link up with you.
All right. I'll call your receptionist when we're ready to rendezvous.
Very well. And be careful out there.
Anything you want to say, Vern?
Nope, just doing math. I think we're good here. Let's go ahead and get back to the ship and wait for the others.
Sounds good. Also, Russell, how much XP is 1,000 credits?
100 XP.
100.
100. All right. I forgot to add the XP.
That bribe, yeah.
Yeah. It was really more of an intimidation, but we won't talk about that.
They're the same
Okay.
picture.
All right. We're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and then we're gonna go see what Fulgor and Dozak are doing when we come back.
Oh yes.
If you're able to, Anthony, will you switch us to the break time slide thing?
I forgot to make that. Let me do that right now. I don't need my 5-minute break, so y'all can.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna stretch my legs.
I'm gonna
Same
go
here.
get
Stretch
some
my legs,
water
get some water.
because being Boldgrave is hard. Be back.
I just see a black screen.
Yep, give it a sec. Hold on.
And I can still hear us too.
Well,
So it's just transferring over. No brakes, all gas, boys. Let's go.
I don't know why we still have audio.
That's okay. Not the end of the world, but just as long as everyone's aware. Sammy said just send Caro. He'll go get it. Or go deliver it. Doubt. Fucking, you're gonna send Caro and he's gonna jettison that thing out into the sun.
Probably. So I did the math, and it would take us too long for travel time for me and Dozak. When we got to the Coliseum, we would have to immediately leave to get to the tea shop, and we would still be getting to the tea shop well after 6 o'clock. Because going from the burger place to there is already like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And it's 5 hours to get to the Coliseum.
While you think about that, I'm gonna go use the restroom.
And we're back.
Hello, hello. We're back. All right. So, Fulgor and Dozak, after getting some breakfast, you quickly stop by the ship to drop, unless DeGretch is going with you. I don't think he was.
No, remember DeGretch said he was going to go rent that. Yeah.
He already left. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head into the entertainment district. So when you get to the far side of the starport, you see that public transit depot, like I was talking about. So there's people renting, cargo speeders. There's people with speeder bikes, and there's even like shuttles. And the shuttles appear to be not only just going like to and from like the atmosphere, like like leaving to go to other planets, but there are also shuttles that appear to be running to the other side of the wheel. And so whenever you get into the entertainment district, you see much stronger security presence. It's not like martial law or anything. There's not like a police officer on every corner, but there's a presence. Every so often you will see a police cruiser or a security cruiser or some guards patrolling here and there.
And the guards we see are better armed.
Yeah, they're wearing combat gear, and they have blasters, reasonably nice blasters. So you make your way through, and you see there's like a lot of bars and there's like some food stands and even like some places to stay. And when you get to the arena, it's like if you've ever been outside of a football coliseum. I mean, this thing is massive, and parking lot is just also quite dense with people and speeders.
Sorry. Anyone tailgate, Russell?
Dude, you fucking know it, man. They are getting lit, man. There is music playing, there is food, there is drinking. Yeah, they're having a good old time.
There's one of those dudes with the circular keyboards, just like in the back of like a space pickup, and just playing his keyboard.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, they're having a good old time. They got the kids, they got the wife, the grandmas, everybody. And you also see there's like a marquee with the like today's fights or whatever, and it's so this one today is like an exhibition match. So it's gladiators versus beasts, and they've got like that big, like, I don't know the name of the species, but like that big ugly cat thing from the prequels with all the teeth. And so like they're fighting those today.
Lord. Those creatures are rather fearsome. It would be interesting to see these gladiators.
Let's get on inside.
So as you get closer to the front of the building, you see there's like a ticketing, place to buy tickets, ticket booth. And then there's like the doors leading into the lobby of the area.
I'll head up to the ticket booth and get us a couple tickets for today's show.
So there's a droid behind the counter, and it's a protocol droid. And it's like, so you request 2 tickets for today's showing, and so he pulls up like a little screen, and he's just like, please select your seats. And there are seats all the way from like right up near the front to the nosebleeds.
How much are the floor seats?
Floor seats, I'm just pulling up my notes here.
We probably don't need primo seats since we're only going to be here for a couple of hours. But I am curious on their prices for like tomorrow.
Shit, I just had this.
Must be free. I walk in.
If you've worked retail, you hate that joke.
I definitely cringed when he said it. That's okay. Fuck.
It made me feel good, and that's all that matters.
Your version of being an evil Sith is just being a bad dad.
Just being.
You mean a
just
good
being-
dad?
Just being rude to customer service. Okay, floor seats are 50K, 50,000 credits. Nosebleeds are 50 credits.
All right, nosebleeds it is then. We'll do. I'll just knock that 100 credits out.
It's a good thing I got binoculars.
And I'm gonna ask the protocol droid, where do I go for information about entering the arena?
Applicants, I can provide you with a application so long as you have the necessary entry fees.
Can you give us the details on the entry fees?
Of course. I pull up my notes. Sorry, I thought I had all this.
Searching databanks.
Searching database. I swear I had all this ready to go. But I guess I wasn't as organized as I thought I was.
You were like, oh, we won't hit the arena today. Close out.
Well, I started working on it and then I didn't finish it, I guess. Or no, I swear I wrote this down. Where the fuck did I put it? Didn't I send you this in your in your notes, Anthony? Or no?
I don't believe you gave me like actual applicant.
Like specifics?
Yeah. You just gave me like the lore.
Okay.
I will double check for you though.
I had like a little paragraph typed out about.
Yeah, it was like a come one, come all.
Yeah, but I mean, I had like one about like the fees and stuff too.
I don't think so. I don't think there was any prices. Come one, come all, so the Colosseum of Champions. Marvel at the glory of these heroes who do battle for their lives in this no-holds-barred, winner-take-all competition. Events are held daily, and tickets are available on location and can be purchased via HoloNet. Think you've got what it takes? Try out today to see if you want to be our next grand champion. Colosseum of Champions or its affiliates are not responsible for permanent disability or death that may occur during competition. Candidates must undergo a screening process as well as provide application and entrance fees. Some restrictions may apply.
Beautiful.
That sounded like something straight out of a Ratchet
Yeah,
and Clank
I
game.
was
love
trying,
it.
trying to do it like it was an ad.
Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I was going for.
But yeah, see, nothing about fees.
Just that there are fees and there is a screening process.
Gotta make sure you can fight and not just go out there and die.
That's true.
Of course, they don't like people using the Coliseum as suicide booths. They had to add the screening process.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be really expensive just to kill yourself.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm
Go out in
saying.
a
They
blaze
didn't
of
used to
glory.
take screening process or a huge application fee. It used to be just like, yeah, 500 credits and you can go down and fight. You know, now it's like screening process, 10k credits. Or maybe 1k, I don't know. Because if it's 10k credits, it'd have to be a big payout, obviously.
Yeah, that would have to be a huge payout.
So, like, yeah, max 1,000 credits, maybe. It's like a premium item. Low-end premium item.
Oh, here it is. Holy shit. Oh, thank you for waiting, everyone. I'm sorry. I just sometimes my notes are I use digital notes, but sometimes they still get kind of all over the place. Okay, so application fee, 150 to make an application. There's an entrance fee of 5,000 credits, which is refunded if you don't pass the advanced screening. Medical deposit, also refunded if medical services are never rendered, of 50,000 credits. And health services in the event of death or dismemberment are also 50,000 credits, paid upon said death or dismemberment.
So we need over 100,000 credits for 2 entrants.
Just 55,000
Per entrant?
per entrant.
So we need 110,000 credits just for 2 entrants. And I've only got 30 some odd on me.
I'm not gonna fight in the Coliseum. My lightsaber's just for show.
You're gonna miss like 2 whole sessions because you chose to sit out, man. That's rough.
What do you mean? I'll be in the stands casting night speed on somebody.
That's touch range, sir.
Yeah,
I think it's 60 feet actually.
Oh,
it's-
yeah, it is.
yeah, something like that.
So
Yeah,
just pay 50,000 for floor seats to make sure you're within range.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how much it costs to enter.
55,000 per. I need to make a note of that.
We already learned that
Yeah.
this place doesn't like force users, so that's the only thing I'm good at.
Well, I mean, that's the only thing we're both good at, and we both know that there's something here waiting for us. There's
Yeah.
a trap here, and it's just waiting to be sprung. But I'm trying to make
Oh.
sure we don't completely spring it.
Connor, speaking of which, if you want to use your fate point, this is for everyone. If you want to use your fate point, you need to say it out loud, not just DM me about it, okay?
Okay. I didn't know when we should do that, or when you would think a good point would do that. So I'm
Well,
assuming
point is
since
that-
you're giving me that hint, I'm gonna do it now.
That
Yeah.
would, yes.
The whole point of it is for you to decide when it's time to use it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
used my
I
fate point
am-
session last week. Last session. I forgot to mention that. I messaged Russell because I thought it would be just fun. So essentially, my fate point kept that thing alive instead of Connor just outright killing it.
So I'm going to burn my fate point. And we are going to have a fateful encounter, Fulgor.
Oh no.
I'm sure you felt this since we've been here, Fulgor. There's been a huge evil presence. Very, very strong in the Force. Near this Coliseum. That's the main reason I wanted to check it out.
Well, no
and-
wonder they're hunting force users. They're trying to either recruit them or kill them.
That sensation is getting stronger. Whoever it is, I think they are getting closer to us. I think they already know that we are here. And then as I'm saying that to Fulgor, I'm going to look just like over his shoulder, and there's a hooded figure about 20 feet away, rather short, in a black cloak,
Oh shit.
keeping a very, very intent gaze on us.
I'm gonna modify that slightly. It's
Okay.
not the short one.
Okay.
He's regular sized. But yes, there
Okay.
is a spooky looking cloaked figure.
Also, it wouldn't be us.
Okay.
It would be just you because I have force concealment. I look for force insensitive.
I think he's sterile.
He's a squib. He's like the Force equivalent of a squib.
Yep.
Hey, that means we all get it back though now. Stuff
Yes,
like that.
yeah, everyone will refresh their.
Everybody's fate points will refresh. Does this hooded figure approach us, or do I need to approach him?
Connor's about to get himself captured, and then I'm gonna have to go get Karo, Boldgrave, and Vrain to go on another rescue mission.
Gotta get the gang back together for another rescue mission, man.
We've been down this road before. In answer to your question, he's just standing there, menacing.
Menacingly.
Does he have the whole JoJo's menacing?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna nudge Fulgor and kind of hey, keep an eye on me kind of way, and I'm going to approach the hooded figure.
Got stabbed by the fire later.
No, I want him to know for sure I'm coming to speak to him.
I'll stand nearby, but I won't, like, actively walk up with them, but close enough to be in earshot. I'll pretend like I'm, reading a newspaper or something, just looking at my data pad.
Okay, don't freak out, but I'm going to put the token up, but I just have it blown up so you can see what he looks like, okay?
Okay.
He's not 3,000 feet tall. So you approach this figure, and as you get closer, you see over his mouth, he has what looks like a metallic, like, vocoder, but it's not like a mask. It's like part of his face.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
That's fucked up.
Is that a cybernetic enhancement?
Ooh.
Yes.
That looks
And yeah, and when you get close, you can see he's got some Sith eyes too. And when you walk up to him, he's just staring at you.
Something tells me the one I'm looking for, I can reach him through you. Now, I don't mean to sound rude. I do intend to enter the arena. What are the odds I will be able to find who I'm looking for inside the arena?
And when he takes a breath in, it's got that raspy, like Darth Vader sounding, like metallic tinge to it. He says, "No matter how hard you look, you will not find us."
A strange statement, as we happen to be speaking now. I do not mean to seek. I do mean to...
Did you find me, or did I find you?
I have felt your presence and whoever commands you since we arrived here. I mean no disrespect by that.
And yet, you do not flee?
I never flee from what may be seen either as a challenge or as a way for me to truly try to become invincible. Now, as absurd as I'm sure that sounds to you, there is merit to that. We both know how much power attracts people of our persuasion.
Are you sure you're fighting for the right side?
Sides? Be it light, be it dark. Both sides are fools for worshipping a tool. I seek only to find true strength. And true strength is not clouded by teachings. True strength is shown.
There is only one way to acquire true strength. That is the dark side.
I see your master has taught you well. Please, extend my eagerness to meet your master someday. I realize I surely do not stand a chance against him, but that does not mean I do not wish to test myself. And foes such as him, and maybe even foes such as yourself, will provide a most valuable lesson to someone who searches power.
He just like he takes like a beat after listening to what you're saying. Hold on, everyone's messaging me now. Kill him, Anthony. Everyone's like, kill his ass.
This guy would probably rock the both of us.
He probably would, honestly. Like, that's the whole thing. Is I'm trying to make sure we don't die right now, at least. I've done enough of getting us into hairy situations. I'm just trying to get us close to one.
Joke's on y'all, I actually know who that is. Or do I?
Insight check.
I'm currently headed back to the ship right now, so I don't know or care.
He's what's up?
I was going to say something along the lines of, tell your master I do intend to partake of the arena. Whether or not he shows himself, I'm sure, is his decision. But I'm sure he would not back down from a prospective student, a challenger, whatever you wish to call it. I merely wish to learn.
Your arrogance knows no bounds. To think you would even be allowed in the presence of my master is laughable.
That is not a decision for you nor I to make.
Ask him his master's name.
And even a man as, however misled you may be, even someone of your skill would know that would be true. And who knows? Mayhaps we will cross swords one day. I would not relish in taking your life, but I would surely relish in the chance to test myself against you.
He takes a step back and then disappears.
Counterspell.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah,
he doesn't
just like,
I know.
He doesn't just like poof. It's almost like these like liquidy shadows just like rise up from around him and like absorb him, and he like turns into a puddle and then dissipates.
Spooky.
It's like teleport or something.
Well,
Would you like to know?
I'll walk back to Fulgor and be like, well, I guess we got some homework to do.
You didn't even ask him his name or his master's name.
Strength needs no name. Power is the only absolute.
Well, seeing as how the last Dark Lords were Vader and Palpatine, we don't know who we're looking for now.
Who knows? Who knows who he is? All I know is that it is whoever it is, they are terrifyingly strong, and I cannot wait to fight them.
I can't wait to kill them.
Only if I have to. What was the line from Palpatine that was passed down in the rumor mill? One must embrace all aspects of the Force if you are to glean power.
But especially the dark side.
Are you sure you're a Jedi?
Hey man, I'm telling you, like, straight up, I'm not. It's literally on my character sheet, and I've been trying to stick to it as hard as I can. It's the Jedi and the Sith worship the Force as a religion. I think they are idiots for worshiping a hammer.
You were like Jedi this at the start, and then you were like, yeah, I'm pretty great Jedi. Now it's like, yeah, I'm down for murder.
Teach me. Teach me how the dark side of the Force.
How else would you deceive someone in the dark side into showing themselves other than to bait them?
All you gotta do is ask.
Not everyone is as direct as you or I.
Did you try working the shaft?
Okay, we
interesting encounter to be sure.
Okay, so I'm just a little confused on the process here again. So if I can pay the application fee and the screening fee And then if I make it past the screening fee, then I have to pay the others, or do I have to pay it all up front?
Okay, here's the thing. It's 150 credits to apply, and you have to put up 5,000 right then and there. If you pass the advanced screening, you need a $50,000 medical deposit. You only have to provide that once you get past the screening. The other 50,000, the second one I said, that 50,000 is only if you die or get dismembered
or something. Okay.
They'll bring you back. They have back to tanks.
Okay.
But it's going to cost you another 50,000, and by entering, you're signing up and saying that they're allowed to charge you that much. Once you engage in enroll in the tournament, you're signing a waiver saying that if you die, they will charge you $50,000 to.
Okay, so I'm gonna pay the 5,150 credits to do the application and the screening fee.
Okay. Yes, and then if you don't pass, you'll get the 5K back.
Okay. That gives me
Fulgor as well.
I'll go with him, but I'm not signing up.
You don't want to enter?
Fuck no. I'll get my ass murdered out there.
So do you want to get screened right now, or you just bought a ticket to go watch today's match? So
how long's the screening process?
I'm sure since they already have matches starting for the day, they probably don't have the screening process up and going. They would probably have all resources on the exhibition match, especially since it's an exhibition match.
Yeah. So, you gotta show up at 8 a.m. for the screening.
Okay, so that's good to know.
You're welcome to pay it ahead of time, but 8 a.m.
Okay, so I paid the fees just so I can get the experience, and now with all that done, let's go see some bloodshed, Fulgor. I'm feeling a little spicy right now.
Yeah, where's the betting table?
So you guys make it inside into the lobby, and you see in the lobby there's a lot of there's people selling t-shirts and all kinds of merch, things that light up, all the boom whackers and all that garbage, food, they've got stands with just hot dogs and funnel cakes and shit like that. And you see there's
a couple of glizzy stands. It was so popular at the arena, they started their own pop-up.
Yeah, dude, glizzy goat.
Oh, man.
And then of course the stairs leading into the arena, where you can already hear the sound of the crowd cheering and reacting. Underway.
How big is the arena floor?
Well, you're in the lobby right now.
Okay.
But pretty big.
All right. So, I already did the things I was intending to do before seeing the fight. So if Fulgor wants to do anything, or if Fulgor wants to explore, I'll tag along with him before that. Otherwise, I was just going to head to our seats.
I wasn't kidding about the betting booth.
You look around, Fulgor, you don't see any betting tables or betting numbers.
What kind of coliseum is this?
A legal one.
The legal ones still have betting.
Some, not all of them.
Betting's not illegal. It's illegal if you're underage.
Depends what state you're in.
Yeah, maybe you need to find a vendor and not a or how do I say this? Maybe you need to find an under the table vendor if you wish to place bets.
Yep.
Connor gets it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for that.
Oh, with Connor spending his point, I think that's everyone's, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
they all
everybody
refresh.
has their fate point back. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and give me
Investigation.
investigation.
Is Dozak helping me with this?
Of course. I'll give you the help action.
So you guys start walking around, trying to move through the crowds, but there's so many fucking people and kids and shit running around. It's just it's hard to even like move around to like get to where you need to go. Like it's so crowded in here. Like everybody's here.
And you probably need to like know a guy who knows a guy. We don't know any guys here.
Yeah. It's really hard to even like begin to start looking for somebody.
I guess we have some extra homework for us.
Guess we'll just go to our seats and watch the match.
That sounds good. I could use a breather.
I'm gonna get some food first. You know, some nachos.
Space nachos.
Sure you're not still full from all those pancakes?
It took a couple hours.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
threw away like 95 of them or something like that.
Yeah, I ate like 5 or 6 pancakes and some hash browns.
So you get your food, you head to the seats, and you know, it's very much like a you guys are way up in the top where you can like barely even see the fucking floor of the arena. But you know, they've got like the jumbotrons, like you can see on the screens kind of what's happening better. And yeah, there's several gladiators, and they've got like vibro weapons. They got like vibro swords and vibro axes, and they're going toe to toe with this creature. And you know, they're compared to you guys who have been through some like real combat. I mean, they're not flanking it. They're like moving and taking opportunity attacks for free. Like these guys are just absolutely just making so many like rookie mistakes. But the crowd just seems to be like going crazy every time they, you know, put themselves like in more danger or like do something that's like kind of sus. And you know, one guy's like he tries to grapple the thing, and then it easily just like pushes him away and like throws him across the arena into like slams him into the wall. And
Jeez.
Yeah, there's like there's like people that work at the arena that like are like starting to like run out to like pick him up, and he shakily like gets to his feet and like waves his hand like no, like I'm still good to keep going. So they back off, and then it takes a while. I mean, it definitely it's not done in under a minute like most combats are. They're really like taking their time with this thing. They're almost kind of like drawing it out.
A lot of dodge actions.
A lot of dodge actions. Yeah. They're like kind of like make it like drawing things out, trying to extend the length of the match to make sure, you know, everyone gets their money's worth. And yeah, after a few minutes, they do finally manage to slay the beast in a spectacular fashion. They do like a combo maneuver. Like one guy like jumps off another guy and does this flying axe like overhead swing into the back of the thing's neck, and then another guy like jumps on the axe and like with both feet like kicks it down into its neck, decapitating it. The crowd just goes bananas as soon as that happens. Just
decapitation.
Yeah, people are like throwing their popcorn and just like going and like just going just insane with the excitement and the hype.
What were they fighting? The cat thing you were talking about earlier?
They were fighting
Yeah. What?
a Nexu, N-E-X-U.
Oh, okay. A Nexu. Thank you.
You're
yeah,
welcome.
I should have looked that up, but
You're good.
so after they deal with it, you see like up on the jumbotrons, they have like commercials, they have like ads or whatever, and then at the bottom you can see like next match starting in 10. Yeah, no. You can see like next match starting in 10 minutes, and everybody like
slurm.
Yeah. Party time. Party with Slurms McKenzie.
Alrighty, Fulgore. I've had my my fill of violence for the day. I'm sure it's about time for us to head out to meet Akoma.
I could definitely see more violence, but yeah, we got an appointment.
I'm sure we will have our fill.
On the road again.
So, on the road again. So walking back to your car, you're kind of a bit on edge once you get to the parking lot. Kind of looking over your shoulder for that cloaked figure. It's a bit disturbing that he was able to sneak up on both of you without either of you sensing his presence. And much like Fulgor's masking, you were not able to sense his force presence or his alignment either.
I think it's pretty clear he's dark aligned.
Well.
I'm just
See, this is
taking
what
a
I always
shot.
say about you. I'm always I take one look at Fulgor and I'm like, that motherfucker's a Sith.
I'm just taking a shot in the dark.
But his is also masked, or was also masked.
See, all the
So
cool
you-
kids are doing it.
Yeah. So, but thankfully you make it safely to your car without any interruptions.
Didn't get mugged on the way through the parking lot.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it. If anyone actually tried to mug me and Fulgor, I'm pretty sure we can handle it.
Maybe it would have been that guy talking all that shit. He just waits outside in the parking lot.
Broad daylight.
Pokes
Him and his master just.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Nice
Let's
to hear-
go.
Nice to hear level 20 Sith
the
Lord.
most. That's the most.
BBEG for the
afraid,
arc.
dude.
Let's do it.
That's
You
literally.
join me.
That's literally what Maul and Savage would have did. They would have been like, "All right, let's catch him in the Pokemon."
Yeah. The
Don't
power
worry,
work,
they're gonna show up at the most inconvenient time. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
It can be much worse than that, and it will be. Don't worry.
Look forward to it.
It didn't get off easy. I know some of you may think I let him off easy.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the trauma.
They didn't get off because they didn't work the shaft.
Oh my god.
Damn it, Anthony.
Don't worry. When they show up again, they will kill you.
Oh, okay.
Spoilers.
Not you're gonna fight for
I
your
don't think
life.
it was
They're just gonna
spoilers.
straight kill you.
No insight check. No, but on our way, as we're me and
Yeah, we can hop back.
Wait,
Bull-
why are
Bull
they-
Gravar.
Why are they after me? What did I do?
What did you do?
I
you
was just
are
an innocent
literally
an innocent,
the
force insensitive bystander.
that is true, Mister. I have horns and I'm red.
Hey, you literally have a job to get a red Twi'lek, all right?
What's it called? I know. Speaking of my job to get a red. As we're heading back, I'm gonna take lose detours, not get too much off the path, but a reasonable distance, like no more than maybe 100 yards or so off the main path, and any like homeless person or even suspicious looking person, I'm gonna go up to them and I'm gonna ask them if they've seen this person or not.
Kyle out here harassing the homeless. Just kidding.
Yep. Half the homeless here aren't even really homeless. It's fine.
No, I know.
They're spies.
So you're kind of taking the scenic route back, essentially, and you stop. There's this guy who's sleeping on a newspaper, and he's got a bottle, and he's just you try to talk to him, and he's just incomprehensibly drunk. He's just literally just
My man.
speaking a different, literally speaking a different language. You can't even understand what the fuck you're not sure if he's even speaking basic.
Dude, can I understand him after my decades of inebriation?
That should help me understand him too.
I'll let you roll a perception check at disadvantage.
What if we're both trying to decipher it?
I can read lips.
Could it be a flat roll, or does it have to be this? I'll take the disadvantage.
Roll 2 20s. It's fine. Yeah, that's
Let's go. That's not bad, baby. And this is pre-eyeball. Let's go.
He says he's basically asking for money. He's asking for money so he can buy more booze.
I give him 10 credits.
And he looks at you and thank you.
Oh,
And he goes
that,
back. And then he goes
that I
back to sleep.
understood. Yeah. How much is 10
One.
credits? Probably nothing, right?
One
One.
XP.
One experience
All right, I rounded up. That's good.
No rounding. No rounding.
No, no,
I'm
no.
currently.
I'm
Okay.
at.
Oh,
He wanted to be at like an even number.
Yeah, it's at 50
okay.
now. The last two numbers are 50,
Oh.
so it's like.
Oh, I'm at 20,934.8.
So I'm at 14,000, bro. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bro, I just bought a giant gun, so that boosted me.
Oh,
I'm gonna, after spending a couple seconds of a bull driven and the homeless guy speaking drunkard to each other, I'm gonna
that should be in my languages.
It's artificial language.
canon.
You can only speak it when you're drunk, though.
I'm going to keep just keep parsing through, even if it's like, I'm also looking for like suspicious people, suspicious activity.
I was actually going to say, speaking of suspicious activity, I have exactly what you're looking for. So as you round the corner, you come across
a girl worth
what the
fighting
fuck did I just-
for.
What did
Oh
I
my
just?
god.
I lost all
You
the grid
deleted
lines.
half the landing dock. It is gone forever.
Oh yeah, that's
It's actually not super needed. We can always just put it there later. We don't have to do it right now. Oh, you also deleted all the items in here. That's super weird.
Yeah,
Oh, you know what I bet it was?
Vanished.
Yeah, I bet it was on like the wrong layer and something got clicked and it proved okay.
Hey, it's
Did it
back.
fix it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you
Okay.
GM layered it?
Not that the stream can see it anyways, but okay. Sorry about that.
We're already attacking the wheel! Run!
No! Okay, what I meant to do was that. Okay, so you come across a sign, or I mean a small building, and much like the rest of the Neon District, has kind of this Neo Tokyo type of feel to it. But this place, the signage above it says massage parlor.
Hugh.
This is a place you've not seen yet. Just as you're heading back, you kind of come across it.
I think I have a kink in my neck.
That might just be your ego.
He's got some kinks, all right.
Well, God's
Oh,
judging
well,
me, so now I have to go inside.
Of course, yeah, whatever. I'll pull up and I'm gonna do a walk around the building while he goes inside.
Shouldn't take but a couple minutes.
You can, I guess, are you looking for something in particular, or are you just kind of looking for anything fishy?
Theater of the
Anything
mind.
fishy.
Describe the inside of this bitch, Russell.
Of course. Well, I just want an answer from Kyle first, and then I'll do that.
Anything fishy, suspicious, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check. You gotta describe the outside and then the inside, okay?
You gotta appreciate the outside and the inside equally.
Yes.
Yeah, you haven't rolled lower than a 19 tonight. I hope you know that.
I rolled an 18 right now.
This
Thank
was,
you
no,
very
I'm saying
much.
like this was an 18, but still, like you've been on crack.
His
fire.
rolls, yeah, his
I
rolls.
know.
are spicy.
Too bad we're not in combat.
Oh, yes.
I was gonna say.
That's how it goes.
Oh well.
So, Vrain, you case the perimeter, and it's pretty unassuming outside. Surprisingly, no Seldoran Eclipse guards. That was something you were kind of expecting, but it doesn't seem that this place is actually, like, guarded by the Eclipse or anything. There is a back door to the place, but it appears to be locked with a digital lock. And it's like pretty nice place, not like run down or anything, but like new-ish. I mean, everything's kind of got a layer of grime here, but it's definitely not like old and run down by any means. It's definitely a newer well maintained place. And it's kind of like it's in a neighborhood that's like a lot of the like residentials and stuff. You're like half of them are abandoned and like there's no lights or water. So like there are people just living like squatters just living in just abandoned like apartment buildings, and that's kind of the vibe from this area. Is like none of the apartments are like maintained. Like there's like none of them are like actual apartments or anything. They were once apartments, but they've been since kind of abandoned, and probably homeless people or whatever, squatting in them too. So that's what you see. Bulgari, when you walk. Okay. When you guys go inside, the entire inside of it has kind of all the lighting has kind of this red tinge to it, where it's like it's kind of a little bit disorienting at first, that everything is just bathed in this rose-colored light, and behind the counter, a woman wearing like kind of a traditional Japanese kimono type garb welcomes you in. Human woman, just very plain looking, not particularly beautiful or anything, but she's not like ugly. She's just kind of just average. And when you come in, she goes, "Oh, hello. Did you have an appointment, or is this a walk-in?"
It is a walk-in. Damn, you're kind of pretty. What's your name?
Christine.
Insight check.
Sure. What do we do? 19. She's lying. That's not her real name.
And my name is Thomas. It's nice to meet you.
A pleasure. Was there anything you were here for in particular today, Thomas? A particular muscle needs to be worked?
Honestly, my lower back has been killing me. Like, honestly. And I just could use a lady's ear to talk to for a little bit, since I can't really talk to my friends.
Of course, you've come to the right place. And speaking of friends, did your companion here wish to book a room as well?
Sure, why not?
And did you have anything in particular? A shoulder, a neck, back?
No. Nope. Well, actually, before I have this conversation, how much is this going to cost?
It's 100 credits for the hour.
Well, I'm sure Thomas here is going to take full use of that hour. Sure, why not?
Wonderful. Right this way, and I'll show you to your rooms. The masseuse should be waiting for you in the room.
Are they two separate rooms, or are they the same room?
Separate rooms.
Okay.
For your privacy, of course.
Of course.
She doesn't know that he's seen me naked multiple times.
No need to be presumptuous.
Once we go into the room together, I'm gonna turn to the masseuse. Who are they? What do they look like?
So yours, Vrain, the masseuse is also a human. However, this... Huh?
Nothing.
Oh. However, this one is blonde and much more attractive than the receptionist one. And when you walk in, she's like super bubbly, and she's like, "Oh my god, I didn't know I was going to be having a guest today. Come in, make yourself comfortable."
Actually, I have a few questions that I would like to ask you.
Well,
I throw the 100 credits on the table for the,
she's like,
to buy the time.
she's like, I mean, I usually do my talking with my hands, but I guess I can answer like a question or two. What's on your mind?
Have you heard about a kidnapping recently?
Kidnapping? No, what happened? Somebody lost their kid?
As far as I'm aware, I'm gonna pull up the fob and show an image of the this young toilet girl. Does she look familiar? Have you seen any suspicious activity recently in this area?
My goodness, she's so precious. I just want to eat her up. She's such a little cutie. No, I've never seen her. She does kind of look like the like my boss a little bit. I wonder if maybe she's seen her.
Your boss? What would be your boss's name?
I mean, we just call her Madam. I actually don't know what her name is. I know that's kind of weird, but she's very private, very secretive. She
It's actually fairly normal for places like this.
yeah, but she is a Twi'lek. I know that. I have seen her before, and she's red, and she stops in every so often, but most of the time she's not here.
Do you know where she's? Where I could find her right now? Or would the matron out front know?
We just lost.
Yeah, he's saying he has to go. I mean, that's fine. We're just all rearranged now. We're all in different spots.
It's hilarious.
Whatever. It's fine. We can just leave it. Since at least we're like actually in the squares.
And squares.
Yeah, I'll take it. But she's like,
just in case you're watching and wondering what happened, one of our friends got called out to work real quick, so that's why everything shifted around awkwardly.
yeah, kind of had to go.
That's
Sorry,
it.
everybody. But yeah, so she's like, well, the receptionist might know her schedule. Like I said, very, very secretive about her comings and goings. But I can, you can ask her on your way out, or I can ask her now if you want.
Yes, please. I'm in a little bit of a hurry, but it's no big deal.
Well, why don't we have your massage first, and then we can ask her about it once you're all relaxed. You seem kind of tense right now.
No, thank you. Let's just get the information first.
Oh, you're one of those. Fun at all. All right, let's go. And then, so Boldgrave, the room you walk into, it's like a freaking like giant Russian woman, like the big like massive Olga type chick, and she's like, "Come in, disrobe now."
Could I slide you 100 credits to have the
No, get on
receptionist be the
table
lady?
before I lose patience.
This is how I was hoping it would go for him.
Well, all right then. I guess I'm getting what I paid for.
He's about to
I
get
kind
the
of
best
texted.
massage he's ever had.
I texted Brie and I said, "Hey, this was Fubar. I didn't get any information."
And as soon as you lay on the table, she starts like just pummeling your back, like your lower back, just absolutely obliterating it, just fucking elbows and like just like.
Oh man,
She uses flurry of blows.
Oh god, flurry of back shots.
And yeah, she works on you for a good like 30 minutes or so. And then she says, "Okay, you are now loosened up. Now you must rest." And she like puts these. You see, she pulls out like a little like some hot, not coals, but like they're like these little stones.
Yeah, the hot stones.
Yeah, that have been like sitting on a burner. And then she puts them onto your back, and it definitely stings at first, like it's hot, but then after a moment, it feels really good. Feels very like relaxing, and despite the beating your back just took, it is actually like now that you have like a chance to kind of like recover from that, you actually do feel a lot better.
+5 temporary HP for the day.
Yeah, sure. +5 temporary HP. Sounds good. I'm into it.
This is not how I expected my day to go.
I watched Fulgor eat 100 pancakes and then got beat up by a Russian.
I only
wasn't
ate 5
there
or
for the
6.
pancakes.
Oh, that's right. You didn't go. I'm
threw
sorry.
the rest
No,
of
you're
it.
fine.
Okay, so Vrain, you go out to the receptionist with the blonde masseuse, and she's like, "Is something wrong? Is everything okay?" And the blonde goes, she's like, "Well, he's one of those, you know, where he doesn't want a massage. He just wants to talk, but not like talk about his wife or his drinking problem. Like he wants to know about some girl that got kidnapped or something. I don't know." And she just like dejectedly like walks away after giving her spiel.
Still paid.
It's funny because I was the one who asked that.
She wanted to touch you, Kyle. Okay.
Vrain's like the main character in most anime where they just...
Yeah. He's like, "But I paid you. What do you mean?" And the receptionist.
I'm gonna take the fob, turn it on, and just kind of like slide it across the desk to her, with the image of the girl kind of floating there, the hologram.
And she's like, "You're not with the security, are you? We already told them we don't harbor fugitives."
Fugitives.
Yeah, do you think we kidnapped this girl?
I don't think anything.
Look, we've already talked to the security. We don't have anyone here. They've searched the place up and down. It's all above board, okay? I don't know anything about this little girl.
I'm not part of the security. I couldn't care less about them.
Oh.
Are you're here to tell me that you know absolutely nothing about this girl?
She looks at her again, and she's like, "This looks like a regular Twilight kid to me."
I'm going to insight check.
Go for it.
Oh, this is gonna. I don't have advantage on this one, so this is gonna be the one time I roll like a 3.
2 natural ones.
I don't. It's just a normal roll.
Hey, you said you were gonna.
I should get points for that. I should get bonus points for rolling exactly what I called.
Impressive, but unfortunately, this woman is an experienced liar. You know she's lying, but you can't really tell like how much she knows. Like she doesn't really betray anything.
Rolls a stick, still know she's lying. Her deception's
Well,
garbage.
I mean, yeah, but it's like you can tell when someone's lying, but that doesn't mean you know if they actually like you still can't tell what they're like not letting on.
Well, you tell your boss about this or whatever.
Oh, I'm gonna tell my boss about this. All right. If you think you can just come in here and start turning over rocks, trying to get all up in our business, you can think again. All right, because that's not gonna fly.
Have I been released from captivity yet?
Yes.
Well, our conversations have taken like 5 minutes each.
That's fair. So I guess
I went into the room. I was like, "You know this?" No, and we went to the main room lobby again. It's been like 10 minutes since in the conversation we started.
Yeah, so I think the hot rocks probably would have just been put on.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Are you gonna sit awkwardly in the lobby and wait for me?
I'm gonna look at her one more time. You know, all I want to do is find the girl, return her to her parents, get paid, and probably get off this floating ring.
Save the planet. Save the cheerleader. Save the world.
Well, good luck with
Yes.
that. Well, good luck with that. I hope you find her. Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Okay, you can keep your Wendy's. And I'm gonna go ahead and guess I'll just go ahead and leave. Or
Just
walk
gonna
out the
leave
front door
Goldgrave?
anyways.
Oh, you're gonna wait outside?
Yeah. I was just gonna leave him there.
I know I'm fast, but I'm not that fast.
Hop on the fucking scooter and bounce.
What's it called?
So, Brain,
gonna-
yeah, you
and then
head
I'm-
outside, and I guess it's still middle of the afternoon, right?
I'm like thinking, like, should I go through the back door? Should I do this or that? Even though it's be super obvious right now. But I look at my digital timekeeper and
Chronometer.
chronometer, and I'm like, I've got like 30 minutes to kill or so,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna go to one of the nearby like squatter dens and look for the most conscious person, most like sober-ish person.
So you head into one of the buildings, and it's mostly empty, but you can kind of hear some scampering around on the second floor. It's kind of sad because this used to be like a nice lobby of a apartment building, but power's out. There's like wires hanging where people have like broken in to steal the copper. Just everything is just covered in trash, broken glass. Anything valuable has already been picked clean.
Epic.
So nice timing there.
As they're scampering about, I'm gonna, I guess, yell out, "I've got credits if you've got info."
You hear like some shuffling. You hear like some shuffling around and some stuff moving, and then a sheepish looking human who's like pretty old, like in his 60s, gray, balding, very scruffy looking beard, and clothes are just tattered. And he's like, "You have credits?"
If you can give me what I need.
I can try.
I'm looking for a little girl. A red Twi'lek. I heard
You
she
show
was
him the-
she disappeared from this district recently. Not yet. She disappeared from this district recently. About 3
It's
days
like-
ago.
Twilight girl. I think I saw one over on he's like near the no wait. And he's like you can tell he's like kind of like not like it doesn't have like dementia, but he's just like kind of like having trouble like remembering, like kind of mixing up his thoughts. And he's just like, what was that last week? I know I saw her. I did see her. I saw her. I don't remember where. She was.
Can I insight check to see if he's trying to like strip me for money or if he's like genuinely like lost in thoughts?
Yeah, go for it.
Man, 1,000 credits sure would make my memory a little better.
That's weird. Mine too. I did that earlier.
No, he like actually is like having trouble remembering. Like he's not like intoxicated, but he's definitely not all like in his best mind. And he's getting kind of like irritated too because he's just like, I do remember. I do. Please. I'm not crazy. Okay. Know what you're thinking.
It's kind of sad.
I've got 20 more minutes. As long as your information is good.
And he's just like, he sits there like in complete like quiet for a minute, and like instead of like panicking, he like tries to really like take his time and think. And he was just like, got it. She was at the burger place, the burger by the spaceport, and she was eating a hamburger. I saw her. She was by herself too, which I thought was strange. As a child that young should be with her parents or at least a brother or sister or something, but she was by herself and she was eating a burger. Yes, that's where I saw her.
About how long ago was this?
It was yesterday.
Thank you for your help. Sir.
That helped you? Can I have some credits now?
I'll go ahead and hand him 50 credits.
And he looks like you just handed him like a lump of gold. He's just like, you're so kind. Thank you for your generosity, your charity. Anytime you need information, come to me. I see many things. I see a lot. I can help you.
You want to keep helping me out? Look around, ask around. Hopefully, you'll find her soon and it won't be an issue.
For this
but
girl?
I'm sure the streets are here.
What's her? Does she have a name?
I wasn't given a name, unfortunately.
Okay.
But
I can do that. Red Twilight
girl. I'm sure people will. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna head to the burger place because one day is way better information than I was expecting. So I will see you later, old man.
Okay, see you later, blue guy. I don't know if you have your mask on.
No, I don't.
In which case, I would just replace that with Masked Man. So when you get back to the massage parlor, Boldgrave is like, he's got like a spring in his step, and he's like refreshed and rejuvenated, and like in a really good mood now. He's definitely feeling much better.
I go up to the counter and I'm like, "Hey, beautiful, how are you?"
Did you enjoy your massage?
It was really good. You don't seem as happy as you did about a half hour ago.
Well, your friend here was out here pestering us. He didn't want to have a massage. He paid for one and then just wanted to bother us.
I cast Sense Emotion, and then I'm like, "Hey, I gotta be honest. I knew that the name you told me earlier was made up, so I forgot it. Also, my name's not really Thomas. My name is Brennan, but everyone calls me B. It's nice to meet you."
So your sense emotion is actually that she's scared. She seems very like nervous and like she feels like she's in danger. And she says, well, in this line of work, it's not always safe to use your real name.
I get it. I get it. You don't have to explain that stuff to me. You don't have to defend yourself. I just wanted to let you know that if he was bothering you, it wasn't to cause trouble. He just has a genuine concern. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, Brennan. I accept your apology, and I'm sorry if I came off as hostile, but I'm sure you can gather that this isn't exactly the nicest area of town, and there are some very dangerous people in the wheel.
I'm not going to begin to mansplain to you about danger, because clearly you know all about it being where you are.
Yeah, it's we just have to be. I just don't want anything to happen to my girls here.
I got it. You're doing a great job. Olga in there is great.
She's one of our best. Specializes in lower backs. How you feeling, by the way?
I feel like I have an extra punch I could take.
Well, I'm glad you got your money's worth, and feel free to come back anytime.
But hey, if you ever want to link up, get some tea or whatever, maybe eventually tell me your name. You can hit my chain code, and I just give her my contact information.
And she when you put the chain code on the desk, she kind of takes a minute and thinks about it, and she takes it and puts it in her pocket.
There's no rush, and I'm not gonna come back if you don't bother reaching out to me. It's fine. You take care of yourself.
I'll see you around, B.
And I leave.
Oh, hey. Finished?
Yeah. Hey, if a hitman comes looking for me, you know why. I just gave that girl my number.
Oh, that's good. I was hoping your hitman would come for one of us.
Well, I mean, I figured we might as well let them come to us, if we.
No, yeah, that's why I've been shaking. That's why I've been ruffling feathers. Exactly. That's part of the plan. Ruffle feathers. They come do all the hard work for us.
We took separate approaches to the same idea. See, this is why we work well together.
Exactly. I did get a little bit of information from a homeless guy.
Oh, that always works.
I know, it's perfect stretch. There's a lot of homeless people in the
I'm getting kind of hungry though. You want to go get something to eat?
Yeah, you know what? I think that burger place is serving great burgers right now.
Oh,
and hopefully
did he tell you to go to the burger place?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I figured.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna.
Yeah, it's convenient when your stomach and our clues line up.
I wish it happened all the time. It was like when the bar used to be where we were going to. It was always convenient.
Right, alcohol, clues, all that stuff. Yeah. Hopefully they get enough information about the arena, how much it costs to get in, what the prize pool is, what type of things are going to be expected to do. But
some of those things.
I would expect them to. I mean, if they were there, I assume they would have asked all the information they needed about all the details about what would go down. And I'm definitely sure they didn't pick a fight with anyone way stronger than them, possibly.
That would be ridiculous. That would be absolutely ridiculous and incredibly unfortunate if they were just by themselves and a massively overpowered being walked up to them. But parallel universe. I'm sure that didn't happen in ours.
All right, so Dozak and Fulgor, as your speeder pulls around the corner, and you can see the tea shop just at the end of the alley. As you're pulling up, that's where we're going to leave tonight's episode off.
Yep.
We'll pick things up right at the tea shop next time on Dragon Ball Z. On D&D. Thank you, everybody who's still with us. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for sticking through and watching it all the way to the end. We really appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we will see you next time.
May the force be
Bye.
with you.
May the
May
force
the
be with you.
swords be with you.